Have you ever wondered why some relationships feel effortless, yet deeply meaningful, while others leave you exhausted and unfulfilled? True love is not just about feelings or attraction. It goes beyond the surface. It is a force that can guide your life, inspire growth, and align with a higher purpose. Genuine love doesn't demand change or compromise your identity. Instead, it supports your dreams, honors your individuality, and helps you become the best version of yourself. It is patient, consistent, and intentional. It empowers you to move forward with clarity and confidence. In this video, we will explore how authentic love can transform your life. We'll reveal how it strengthens your emotional resilience, guides your decisions, and creates a partnership built on trust, respect, and purpose. You'll learn why real love is more than an emotion. It is a path to fulfillment. If you are ready to understand the true power of love, to discover how it aligns with your purpose, and to build connections that inspire growth and stability, stay with us. By the end, you will see love in a completely new way, one that nurtures your heart, mind, and life's direction. Love becomes meaningful when it feels steady instead of rushed. Genuine love does not create confusion. It brings calm. It feels safe. When love is real, it does not pull you away from who you are meant to become. It quietly supports your growth and respects your direction in life. Many people confuse strong emotion with true love. Intensity can feel powerful, but it often fades. Real love stays consistent. It does not need constant proof. It does not demand attention every moment. It allows space for reflection and personal purpose. When love aligns with your life path, it does not distract you from responsibility. It encourages discipline. It respects your values. It strengthens your character instead of weakening it. You feel more focused, not divided. This kind of love fits naturally into your life. It does not force change through pressure. It allows growth through understanding. That is how genuine love begins to match a higher purpose. True love does not rush important decisions. It understands timing. It respects patience. When something is meant to last, there is no need to hurry. Love that pushes too fast often ignores long-term impact. When love is aligned with purpose, it values preparation. It supports learning. It allows mistakes without judgment. It does not shame you for growing slowly. Instead, it walks beside you. You begin to notice that your choices become clearer. You think more carefully. You feel less pressure to impress. Love no longer feels like a performance. It feels like partnership. This type of connection helps you stay grounded. It does not distract you from your goals. It strengthens your ability to commit to what truly matters in life. Genuine love respects direction. It does not compete with your calling. It does not ask you to abandon your principles. It understands that purpose gives life meaning. When love is healthy, it encourages you to stay disciplined. It does not pull you into habits that weaken your future. It helps you think long-term instead of chasing temporary comfort. You feel supported even when challenges appear. Love becomes a source of stability, not stress. It does not create fear of loss through control. It creates confidence through trust. That is how love aligns with purpose. It strengthens your path instead of blocking it. It adds clarity instead of confusion. Love that aligns with purpose brings peace into daily life. It does not create emotional chaos. It helps you feel balanced, even during difficult moments. There is understanding instead of conflict. You begin to grow emotionally. You communicate better. You listen more carefully. Love becomes a space where honesty is safe, not punished. This type of relationship does not depend on constant excitement. It values depth. It values consistency. It understands that stability builds stronger futures than drama. When love supports your inner growth, it naturally aligns with a meaningful life direction. Genuine love does not isolate you from growth. It does not limit your potential. Instead, it encourages learning and progress. It wants you to become better, not smaller. When love is real, it respects your responsibilities. It does not compete for attention in unhealthy ways. It understands balance between connection and personal development. You feel motivated rather than drained. Your energy increases instead of disappearing. Love becomes a source of strength rather than distraction. That is how aligned love feels. It supports who you are becoming, not who you used to be. Love that matches purpose brings emotional clarity. You are no longer guessing where you stand. There is honesty. There is openness. There is respect. This kind of love does not rely on fear to survive. It does not threaten distance or silence. It communicates directly and calmly. You feel emotionally safe. You can speak without fear of judgment. Growth becomes possible because trust exists. That safety is a sign of genuine alignment. Love and purpose move in the same direction. True love supports patience during hard seasons. It does not disappear when progress slows. It remains steady during uncertainty. When love aligns with life purpose, it understands struggle as part of growth. It does not blame. It does not pressure. It supports endurance. You learn resilience together. You face challenges with cooperation instead of conflict. Love becomes a shared strength. This stability allows purpose to continue growing without interruption. Genuine love respects individuality. It does not erase identity. It celebrates uniqueness. It understands that purpose looks different for everyone. Love that aligns with direction does not demand sameness. It values mutual respect. It supports personal boundaries. You remain true to yourself while staying connected. That balance creates long-term stability. This is how love and purpose coexist without conflict. Real love does not confuse control with care. It allows freedom. It trusts intentions. It does not monitor every move. When love is aligned, it believes in integrity. It respects choices. It does not manipulate emotions for security. You feel trusted, not watched. That trust strengthens confidence and commitment. Purpose grows best in environments where freedom exists. Genuine love encourages responsibility. It does not excuse harmful behavior. It values accountability and growth. Love aligned with purpose does not ignore consequences. It encourages reflection and improvement. You become more aware of your actions. You choose better habits. Love supports discipline, not avoidance. That discipline helps purpose remain clear and focused. Love that aligns with purpose brings emotional maturity. It does not react quickly to small misunderstandings. It listens first. It thinks before speaking. This kind of love values long-term harmony over short-term reactions. When two people grow emotionally, they handle pressure better. Disagreements become conversations, not battles. Each moment of tension becomes a chance to understand more deeply. You begin to notice that peace lasts longer than conflict. Emotional stability becomes normal. Love feels reliable instead of uncertain. That emotional balance allows purpose to move forward without distraction or delay. Genuine love does not depend on constant reassurance. It is confident without being careless. It does not ask for validation every moment. This love understands self-worth. It does not rely on attention to feel secure. It trusts actions more than words. When love is steady, anxiety fades. You feel calm even in silence. Presence becomes more valuable than promises. That quiet confidence strengthens both connection and direction in life. Love aligned with purpose respects personal growth. It understands that learning never stops. It encourages improvement instead of resisting change. As you evolve, this love adapts. It does not cling to old versions of you. It supports progress. You feel free to expand your skills, knowledge, and vision. Love does not feel threatened by growth. That openness allows purpose to unfold naturally over time. Genuine love brings clarity during decisions. It does not confuse priorities. It supports thoughtful choices. When important moments arise, this love encourages wisdom. It does not pressure you into rushed outcomes. You feel supported when thinking long term. Choices feel aligned instead of conflicted. That clarity protects your future and strengthens direction. Love that aligns with purpose values honesty. It does not hide truth to avoid discomfort. It speaks gently but clearly. Truth builds trust. Trust builds security. Security allows growth without fear. You feel respected when honesty exists. Love becomes dependable instead of fragile. That honesty keeps purpose grounded in reality. Real love does not depend on perfection. It accepts flaws without excusing harm. It supports learning from mistakes. This love understands progress takes time. It allows failure without shame. You feel safe admitting weakness. Growth becomes possible because support remains. Purpose thrives where learning is welcomed. Genuine love respects effort. It notices consistency, not just results. It values dedication. When love aligns with purpose, it recognizes unseen work. It appreciates persistence. You feel encouraged even when progress is slow. Motivation stays strong. That recognition fuels long-term commitment. Love aligned with purpose avoids emotional gains. It does not use silence as punishment. It does not manipulate reactions. Communication stays clear. Intentions remain honest. Trust grows steadily. You feel secure knowing where you stand. Love feels stable. That stability protects emotional health. Genuine love understands balance. It allows rest without guilt. It supports productivity without pressure. This love does not drain energy. It restores it. Time together feels refreshing. You maintain focus while staying connected. Burnout becomes less likely. Balance keeps purpose sustainable. Real love supports responsibility. It does not avoid difficult conversations. It addresses issues calmly. When problems appear, this love faces them directly. It does not escape. You grow stronger through accountability. Trust deepens through resolution. Purpose remains uninterrupted by unresolved tension. Love aligned with purpose values time. It respects schedules. It understands priorities. It does not demand attention at the cost of growth. It supports healthy structure. You feel respected when time is honored. Love feels considerate. That respect strengthens long-term vision. Genuine love encourages self-respect. It does not allow harmful patterns. It values dignity. This love supports boundaries. It does not cross limits for comfort. You feel empowered, not diminished. Confidence increases. Purpose grows when self-respect is protected. Love that aligns with purpose supports clarity of mind. It reduces stress instead of increasing it. You think more clearly. You focus better. Distractions fade. Love becomes a stabilizing force, not noise. That clarity improves decisions and direction. Real love does not compete with ambition. It supports progress. It understands goals. When effort increases, love remains supportive. It does not feel neglected. You feel motivated instead of torn. Love and purpose cooperate. That cooperation strengthens future success. Genuine love allows silence. It does not fear quiet moments. Comfort exists without constant conversation. Presence feels enough. You feel relaxed. Pressure disappears. That calm strengthens emotional connection. Love aligned with purpose does not create dependency. It encourages independence. Both people remain capable. Strength exists on both sides. You feel connected, not trapped. freedom remains. That independence keeps love healthy. Real love supports consistency. It shows up daily, not only during excitement. Actions match words. Reliability builds trust. You feel secure in predictability. Love feels stable. That stability supports long-term goals. Genuine love values effort over image. It focuses on growth, not appearance. Authenticity becomes normal. Masks disappear. You feel accepted as you are. Confidence grows. Purpose aligns with truth. Love aligned with purpose understands change. It adapts without fear. Life evolves. Love evolves too. You feel supported through transitions. Stability remains. That adaptability protects direction. Real love respects emotional space. It allows processing time. It does not rush healing. It remains patient. You feel understood. Pressure fades. Purpose benefits from emotional health. Love that truly aligns with purpose develops patience during uncertainty. It does not panic when answers take time. It understands that clarity often arrives slowly. This kind of love stays steady even when the future feels unclear. Instead of forcing outcomes, it allows space for careful thinking. It supports waiting when rushing could cause regret. Calm replaces anxiety and trust replaces fear. You begin to feel grounded even when plans are unfinished. Love becomes a steady presence rather than a source of pressure. That patience protects your direction and keeps long-term purpose intact. Genuine love values character more than comfort. It does not encourage shortcuts that harm integrity. It supports choices that build respect over time. When difficult decisions appear, this love chooses what is right instead of what is easy. It understands that lasting fulfillment requires discipline. You feel strengthened to act with honesty. Love does not weaken values, it reinforces them. Purpose grows stronger when character is protected. Love aligned with purpose brings emotional clarity during conflict. It does not exaggerate problems. It addresses them with balance. Disagreements are handled with care, not aggression. Listening becomes more important than winning. You feel heard instead of dismissed. Solutions replace resentment. That approach prevents emotional damage and preserves direction. Real love does not fear growth in others. It celebrates improvement. It does not feel threatened by progress. When you expand your abilities, this love feels proud, not insecure. It understands that growth benefits both people. You feel encouraged to pursue excellence. Love does not limit potential. Purpose expands when growth is supported. Genuine love encourages responsibility without blame. It corrects gently. It guides without shaming. Mistakes become lessons instead of labels. Improvement feels possible. You feel supported while learning. Love becomes a source of guidance. That support strengthens long-term development. Love aligned with purpose avoids emotional extremes. It does not swing between closeness and distance. Consistency creates security. Stability replaces unpredictability. You know what to expect. Emotional balance becomes normal. That reliability supports focus and progress. Real love respects mental well-being. It does not overwhelm thoughts with constant demands. It understands the importance of rest and clarity. It allows time to think. You feel mentally refreshed. Stress decreases. Purpose benefits from a calm mind. Genuine love values effort during unseen moments. It notices dedication even when results are delayed. Hard work is acknowledged quietly. Motivation remains strong. You feel appreciated without needing praise. That recognition fuels persistence. Love aligned with purpose respects emotional honesty. It allows vulnerability without judgment. You can express concerns safely. Openness strengthens trust. You feel lighter after sharing. Connection deepens. Purpose grows where honesty exists. Real love supports healthy routines. It does not disrupt discipline. It encourages habits that improve life quality. Stability becomes normal. You feel supported in consistency. Progress feels sustainable. That structure protects long-term goals. Genuine love does not compare journeys. It understands each path is unique. There is no pressure to match timelines. Growth happens naturally. You feel free from comparison. Confidence increases. Purpose unfolds at its own pace. Love aligned with purpose encourages thoughtful communication. Words are chosen carefully. Harsh language is avoided. Respect remains even during disagreement. You feel valued through tone and intention. That communication preserves emotional safety. Real love does not demand constant proof. It trusts consistency over performance. Security comes from actions, not displays. You feel calm without needing to prove worth. That trust strengthens connection. Genuine love values resilience. It does not leave during hardship. Support remains during difficulty. Commitment deepens. You feel less alone facing challenges. Purpose continues despite obstacles. Love aligned with purpose allows reflection. It does not fear introspection. Quiet moments lead to understanding. Growth becomes intentional. You feel more aware of direction. That awareness guides better decisions. Real love respects long-term vision. It does not sabotage future stability. Short-term pleasure does not override responsibility. You feel aligned with meaningful goals. Purpose stays protected. Genuine love understands emotional recovery. It allows healing time. Past pain is not rushed away. Support remains steady. You feel safe while rebuilding strength. That healing supports future clarity. Love aligned with purpose avoids emotional dependence. Strength remains balanced. Connection exists without loss of independence. You feel whole within yourself. Purpose grows from inner stability. Real love supports confidence quietly. It does not need to announce itself. Encouragement feels natural. Belief is steady. You feel capable and trusted. That confidence fuels progress. Genuine love adapts during change. It remains flexible without losing stability. Life evolves, and love adjusts with care. You feel supported during transitions. Purpose continues forward. Love that aligns with purpose develops emotional endurance over time. It does not fade when excitement settles. It understands that lasting connection is built through consistency, not constant stimulation. This kind of love grows deeper as time passes. When daily routines replace novelty, genuine love remains present. It finds meaning in small moments. Shared effort becomes more valuable than dramatic gestures. You begin to feel secure in ordinary days. Love does not depend on highs to survive. It remains steady through normal life. That endurance allows purpose to grow without emotional instability. Genuine love respects inner boundaries. It does not invade personal thoughts or private struggles. It allows space without assuming distance means rejection. This love understands that reflection is part of growth. Silence is not taken as a threat. Trust remains intact. You feel free to process emotions privately when needed. Connection stays strong without pressure. That respect protects emotional balance and direction. Love, aligned with purpose values. Thoughtful support. It offers help without control. It assists without taking over. Encouragement feels empowering, not limiting. Help is given with respect for independence. You feel capable, not overshadowed. Confidence increases naturally. Purpose strengthens when support is balanced. Real love does not measure worth by productivity alone. It values effort, rest, and recovery equally. During slower seasons, this love remains patient. It does not judge pauses as failure. You feel accepted even when progress is quiet. Motivation returns naturally. That understanding keeps purpose sustainable. Genuine love maintains emotional clarity during stress. It does not amplify pressure. It calms situations instead of escalating them. When challenges arise, communication remains steady. Solutions are discussed calmly. You feel supported rather than overwhelmed. Stability increases. Purpose stays focused even during difficulty. Love aligned with purpose respects long-term commitment. It understands that trust builds gradually. Promises are kept through action, not repetition. Reliability becomes visible over time. You feel secure in consistency. Confidence grows without doubt. That reliability supports future planning. Real love encourages self-awareness. It reflects gently instead of criticizing harshly. Feedback is shared with care. Growth feels supportive, not painful. You become more aware of patterns. Improvement feels achievable. Purpose benefits from self-understanding. Genuine love does not compete for attention. It understands shared priorities. When responsibilities increase, love remains understanding. It does not demand constant focus. You feel supported. While managing obligations, balance improves. Purpose remains uninterrupted. Love aligned with purpose values emotional responsibility. It does not blame others for inner struggles. Each person owns their reaction. Growth becomes personal and shared. You feel respected for your emotional maturity. That responsibility strengthens connection. Real love supports long-term stability over temporary excitement. It chooses depth over drama. Consistency replaces unpredictability. Calm becomes normal. You feel safe emotionally. Purpose grows in stable environments. Genuine love understands personal timing. It does not pressure milestones. Progress happens naturally. Trust replaces urgency. You feel comfortable moving forward at the right pace. Purpose aligns with readiness. Love aligned with purpose respects learning curves. It allows time to adjust. Mistakes are corrected gently. Progress remains steady. You feel supported during change. Confidence builds. Purpose evolves without fear. Real love values presence more than performance. Being there matters more than impressing. Connection feels natural. Expectations feel reasonable. You feel relaxed and accepted. Purpose aligns with authenticity. Genuine love does not avoid difficult truths. It addresses them with care. Honesty remains kind. Solutions are prioritized. You feel respected even during correction. Purpose stays grounded in truth. Love aligned with purpose understands emotional limits. It does not demand more than one can give. Rest is respected. Energy is preserved. You feel balanced instead of depleted. Purpose remains sustainable. Real love encourages healthy independence. It supports personal interest. Growth happens individually and together. You feel fulfilled beyond the relationship. Purpose remains personal and shared. Genuine love values effort during hardship. It does not withdraw during difficulty. Support stays consistent. Commitment deepens. You feel less alone facing challenges. Purpose continues forward. Love aligned with purpose remains calm during uncertainty. It trusts progress even when outcomes are unclear. Patience replaces anxiety. Confidence grows quietly. You feel grounded in uncertainty. Purpose remains steady. Real love encourages long-term thinking. It avoids choices that harm future stability. Responsibility guides decisions. You feel aligned with meaningful goals. Purpose stays protected. Genuine love adapts to life changes. It remains flexible without losing values. Support adjusts as circumstances evolve. You feel secure during transitions. Purpose continues without disruption. Love that aligns with purpose develops a quiet strength that becomes noticeable over time. It does not need to prove itself through loud actions or dramatic words. Instead, it shows reliability in ordinary moments where consistency matters more than intensity. This type of love understands that real connection is built slowly through patience and steady effort. As time passes, you notice that this love does not disappear during routine days. It remains present when life feels repetitive. It values showing up, even when nothing exciting is happening. That steady presence creates trust without forcing reassurance. You begin to feel emotionally grounded. There is less fear of sudden change or emotional withdrawal. Love feels dependable rather than uncertain, which brings a sense of calm into daily life. That calm allows your focus to remain on meaningful goals. Purpose continues to develop without emotional instability pulling attention away. Genuine love respects emotional pacing. It understands that people process thoughts and feelings at different speeds. It does not pressure immediate responses or demand instant clarity. This love allows reflection without assuming distance means disinterest. When space is needed, it is given without suspicion. Trust replaces anxiety. Emotional breathing room becomes part of the connection, not a threat to it. You feel comfortable taking time to understand your own emotions. There is no rush to explain everything immediately. That freedom encourages honest communication later. This respect for pacing helps purpose grow without emotional overload or unnecessary pressure. Love aligned with purpose values. Thoughtful encouragement. It motivates without controlling outcomes. It offers support while still respecting independence and personal responsibility. When guidance is needed, it is given gently. Advice feels helpful, not intrusive. Growth is encouraged without being forced. You feel capable of making your own decisions while still feeling supported. Confidence increases naturally through trust. That balanced encouragement strengthens long-term development and keeps purpose moving forward. Real love understands that productivity fluctuates. It does not measure worth only by visible achievements. It respects rest as part of progress, not a sign of failure. During slower periods, this love remains patient. It does not apply pressure to perform just to feel valued. Instead, it allows recovery and reflection. You feel accepted even when progress is quiet. Motivation returns without guilt or fear of judgment. This understanding supports sustainable growth and protects long-term direction. Genuine love maintains emotional steadiness during stressful situations. It does not add pressure when challenges appear. It aims to reduce tension rather than increase it. Conversations stay calm even when topics are difficult. Listening becomes more important than reacting quickly. Solutions are explored carefully. You feel supported instead of overwhelmed. Emotional balance is preserved even under pressure. That steadiness keeps focus clear and prevents stress from disrupting purpose. Love aligned with purpose values long-term trust over quick reassurance. It understands that confidence is built through consistent actions, not repeated promises. Reliability becomes visible through behavior. Small commitments are honored without reminders. Trust deepens naturally. You feel secure without constant validation. Confidence grows quietly through experience. That security makes future planning easier and more stable. Real love encourages self-awareness without harsh criticism. It reflects behavior gently, allowing insight without damaging confidence. Feedback is shared with care. Growth feels like guidance rather than correction. Learning becomes a positive process. You become more aware of patterns and habits. Improvement feels achievable, not overwhelming. This awareness strengthens decision-making and keeps purpose aligned. Genuine love does not compete for attention when responsibilities increase. It understands that focus shifts during demanding seasons of life. Instead of creating guilt, this love offers understanding. It supports effort and respects commitments. You feel encouraged to manage priorities without fear of emotional distance. Balance improves naturally. That understanding protects momentum and prevents unnecessary conflict. Love aligned with purpose values emotional responsibility. It does not blame others for internal struggles. Each person takes ownership of their reactions and growth. Discussions remain respectful. Accountability replaces accusation. Emotional maturity becomes shared ground. You feel respected for handling emotions thoughtfully. Trust deepens through responsibility. That maturity strengthens connection and keeps direction clear. Real love chooses stability over emotional extremes. It avoids unnecessary drama and values calm communication. Consistency replaces unpredictability. Emotional safety becomes normal rather than rare. You feel relaxed within the relationship. Stress caused by uncertainty fades. That stability creates an environment where purpose can grow steadily. Genuine love understands that growth has its own timing. It does not rush progress or demand milestones before readiness. Patience replaces urgency. Trust replaces pressure. Progress feels natural instead of forced. You feel comfortable moving forward at a pace that feels right. Confidence increases. Purpose aligns more closely with readiness and clarity. Love aligned with purpose respects learning curves. It allows adjustment periods without judgment. Mistakes are treated as part of development. Guidance is offered without shame. You feel supported while adapting to change. Confidence builds gradually. This patience allows growth without fear of failure. Real love values presence over performance. Being available matters more than impressing through effort. Connection feels natural and relaxed. Expectations remain realistic. You feel accepted without needing to prove value constantly. That authenticity supports a purpose rooted in truth. Genuine love addresses difficult truths without cruelty. It understands that honesty can be shared kindly. Conversations remain respectful even when topics are uncomfortable. Solutions are prioritized over blame. You feel respected even during correction. Trust remains intact. That honesty keeps purpose grounded and realistic. Love aligned with purpose understands emotional limits. It does not demand more energy than one can give. Rest is encouraged. Balance is respected. Burnout is avoided. You feel supported in maintaining health and clarity. That balance allows long-term direction to remain strong. Real love encourages independence alongside connection. It supports personal interests and individual growth. Fulfillment exists both together and separately. Identity remains intact. You feel whole as an individual. Confidence strengthens. Purpose remains personal while still shared. Genuine love stays present during hardship. It does not withdraw when situations become difficult. Support remains steady through uncertainty. Commitment deepens during challenge. You feel less alone facing pressure. Strength grows through shared endurance. That consistency allows purpose to continue despite obstacles. Love aligned with purpose remains calm when outcomes are unclear. It trusts progress even without immediate results. Patience replaces anxiety. Confidence grows quietly through persistence. You feel grounded even when answers take time. Purpose stays steady through uncertainty. Real love encourages long-term thinking. It avoids choices that bring short-term comfort at long-term cost. Responsibility guides decisions. Future stability matters. You feel aligned with meaningful goals rather than temporary satisfaction. That focus protects direction. Genuine love adapts as life changes. It adjusts without losing core values. Support evolves as circumstances shift. Stability remains. You feel secure during transitions instead of unsettled. Purpose continues forward without disruption. Love that aligns with purpose develops a deep sense of emotional reliability that becomes stronger through experience rather than promises. It shows itself through steady behavior, thoughtful actions, and consistent presence during both ease and difficulty. This form of connection does not depend on dramatic expressions or constant reassurance. Instead, it builds confidence quietly, allowing trust to form without pressure or urgency. As days move forward, this kind of love proves its value through dependability. It remains present during routine moments that often go unnoticed. Small acts of care replace loud declarations. Over time, this consistency creates emotional security that does not shake easily. You begin to feel less anxious about uncertainty. Emotional balance becomes part of daily life. Love feels stable instead of fragile, creating space for clarity and focus. That stability allows long-term direction to remain clear, supporting progress without emotional disruption. Genuine love respects thoughtful distance when reflection becomes necessary. It understands that clarity sometimes requires quiet moments rather than immediate conversation. This patience prevents misunderstandings and protects emotional health. Instead of assuming withdrawal means rejection, this love allows time for processing. Trust remains steady even without constant interaction. Emotional space becomes supportive rather than threatening. You feel comfortable gathering your thoughts without fear of conflict. Communication improves because understanding develops naturally. This approach protects growth and keeps direction aligned with intention rather than impulse. Love, aligned with purpose, offers encouragement without creating dependency. It supports confidence while allowing personal responsibility to remain intact. Guidance is shared as an option, not a command. Support feels respectful rather than controlling. Independence remains valued. Growth becomes self-directed while still supported. You feel capable of making thoughtful choices. Confidence strengthens through trust instead of pressure. That balance reinforces long-term development and personal clarity. Real love understands that effort fluctuates throughout life. It does not judge worth based on productivity alone. Rest becomes recognized as a necessary part of progress. During periods of lower output, this love remains patient and supportive. Acceptance replaces criticism. Recovery becomes possible without guilt. You feel valued beyond performance. Motivation returns naturally through understanding rather than force. That patience supports sustainable progress and protects future direction. Genuine love maintains calm during moments of tension. It does not amplify stress through reaction. Instead, it focuses on steady communication and thoughtful listening. Challenges are approached with cooperation rather than confrontation. Emotional balance remains a priority even during disagreement. You feel supported instead of overwhelmed. Resolution becomes more likely through mutual respect. That calm approach preserves focus and protects meaningful goals. Love aligned with purpose builds confidence through action rather than repetition. Trust develops through reliability and consistency over time. Small commitments are honored without reminders. Integrity becomes visible through behavior. You feel secure without needing constant affirmation. Confidence strengthens naturally. That security supports long-term planning and emotional stability. Real love encourages awareness without diminishing self-worth. Reflection happens gently, allowing insight without emotional harm. Feedback is shared with respect. Growth feels supported rather than forced. You gain understanding of habits and patterns. Improvement feels achievable and steady. That awareness strengthens thoughtful decision-making. Genuine love does not compete with responsibility. It understands shifting priorities during demanding seasons. Support remains present without creating guilt. Respect replaces pressure. You feel encouraged to meet obligations without emotional conflict. That understanding protects momentum and balance. Love aligned with purpose values. Emotional maturity, accountability replaces blame. Each person remains responsible for personal reactions. Communication stays respectful even during challenge. Growth becomes mutual. You feel respected for handling situations thoughtfully. That maturity strengthens trust and direction. Real love prioritizes stability over excitement. Emotional balance replaces unpredictability. Consistency creates safety. Calm becomes normal rather than rare. You feel relaxed and secure. Stress caused by uncertainty fades. That environment supports focused progress. Genuine love respects natural timing. Progress unfolds without pressure. Patience replaces urgency. Confidence grows steadily. You feel comfortable moving forward at a pace aligned with readiness. That alignment protects clarity. Love aligned with purpose supports learning without judgment. Adjustment periods become part of growth. Mistakes lead to understanding rather than shame. You feel supported while adapting. Confidence develops gradually. That patience allows healthy progress. Real love values authenticity more than appearance. Presence matters more than performance. Connection feels natural and sincere. You feel accepted without constant effort. That authenticity supports meaningful direction. Genuine love approaches difficult conversations with care. Honesty remains gentle and respectful. Truth is shared without harm. Solutions remain the focus. You feel valued even during correction. That honesty keeps growth grounded. Love aligned with purpose respects limits. Energy is preserved. Balance is encouraged. Rest becomes accepted without guilt. You feel supported in maintaining well-being. That balance protects long-term focus. Real love supports independence alongside connection. Personal interests remain valued. Growth happens individually and together. You feel complete within yourself. That wholeness strengthens shared direction. Genuine love remains present during hardship. Support does not disappear under pressure. Commitment deepens during challenge. You feel less alone when facing difficulty. That consistency allows progress to continue. Love aligned with purpose remains calm during uncertainty. Trust replaces fear. Patience strengthens resilience. You feel grounded while outcomes develop. That steadiness protects direction. Real love considers future impact. Decisions prioritize stability over short-term comfort. Responsibility guides choices. You feel aligned with meaningful goals. That focus preserves purpose. Genuine love adjusts as circumstances change. Support evolves while values remain intact. Stability continues through transition. You feel secure during change. Purpose moves forward without interruption. Love that aligns with purpose encourages emotional resilience that strengthens through shared experiences rather than relying on constant reassurance. It understands that real connection is tested, not in moments of ease, but during challenges when patience and steady support matter most. This love grows deeper through mutual understanding, allowing each person to navigate life's difficulties without fear of abandonment or judgment. During periods of uncertainty, this love remains present and supportive without pressuring solutions. It communicates through actions more than words, proving care and reliability quietly. Steady encouragement replaces drama, creating a safe environment where growth feels natural and sustainable. You begin to notice that challenges no longer feel isolating. Emotional strength develops because trust and reliability form the foundation of the connection. Support becomes a tool for development rather than a source of dependence. That reliability nurtures focus on meaningful priorities, enabling purpose to unfold without distraction or emotional interference, and preparing both individuals to navigate life with clarity and intentionality. Genuine love prioritizes long-term harmony over temporary satisfaction. It understands that immediate pleasure or excitement often masks instability, while consistent care builds lasting trust. This love values depth, commitment, and shared responsibility, fostering an environment where emotional, mental, and personal growth can flourish simultaneously. It does not seek constant validation through dramatic gestures or surface-level expressions. Instead, it reinforces connection with consistent attention, thoughtful communication, and intentional actions. The stability provided by this approach reduces anxiety and strengthens confidence in the relationship's endurance. You begin to feel secure in the relationship's continuity. Emotional energy that was once spent on uncertainty is now focused on productivity, personal growth, and mutual development. That stability ensures that purpose can advance alongside love, creating a strong alignment between personal goals and the shared journey of connection, trust, and growth. Love aligned with purpose respects individuality without compromising intimacy. It allows each person to pursue their own aspirations, learning paths and passions, while maintaining a strong emotional connection. This love sees independence not as distance, but as a necessary component of authentic partnership and growth. It encourages each person to explore personal interests, cultivate skills, and maintain mental and emotional well-being. Rather than controlling or manipulating, it fosters trust and mutual encouragement, understanding that individual progress strengthens the partnership as a whole. You feel empowered to follow personal dreams while remaining emotionally connected. Self-worth increases because each person's identity is respected and nurtured. That balance between togetherness and individuality ensures that love and purpose move forward cohesively, creating long-term harmony and fulfillment. Real love avoids emotional volatility and instability, preferring measured responses over impulsive reactions. It understands that moments of tension are inevitable, but escalation is optional. Instead, it approaches conflict with careful listening, patience, and a willingness to find constructive solutions that benefit both individuals. During disagreements, it emphasizes clarity, understanding, and collaboration rather than dominance or manipulation. Emotional security becomes a consistent experience rather than a fleeting state dependent on mood or circumstance. You feel calmer, more capable of handling challenges without fear of unpredictability. Emotional energy is preserved for meaningful dialogue, growth, and shared problem solving. This approach ensures that purpose-driven goals are not compromised by unnecessary conflict, creating space for both personal development and sustained emotional harmony. Genuine love values reflective communication, where thoughts and feelings are expressed thoughtfully rather than impulsively. It recognizes that clarity and insight often emerge through contemplation, and it encourages each individual to process emotions fully before responding. It does not rush understanding or demand immediate explanation. Patience is embedded in every interaction, allowing conversations to be deeper, more meaningful, and constructive. Listening takes precedence over reacting, strengthening mutual respect. You feel confident that your perspectives will be honored and thoughtfully considered. Emotional openness becomes safe, leading to stronger trust and connection. This reflective approach allows both love and purpose to coexist naturally, fostering growth, alignment, and clarity in every aspect of shared life. Love aligned with purpose appreciates consistency in effort over grand displays of affection. It notices the small, often overlooked actions that demonstrate care, loyalty, and commitment. Reliability in these moments builds confidence and reinforces emotional security. It values integrity in action and consistency in behavior over performative gestures. This creates a foundation of trust that strengthens even when external circumstances are unpredictable or stressful. You begin to recognize the reliability and support embedded in daily routines, reinforcing confidence in the relationship. Emotional energy is spent on constructive growth rather than uncertainty. That steadiness allows for long-term focus on both personal and shared aspirations, ensuring that love enhances purpose rather than distracts from it. Real love fosters mutual accountability without judgment or resentment. It allows each person to acknowledge mistakes, learn from them, and grow in ways that strengthen the relationship. Rather than assigning blame, it encourages introspection and self-improvement. This form of love provides feedback in ways that are nurturing and constructive, supporting personal development while reinforcing trust and emotional safety. Correction is viewed as guidance rather than criticism. You feel safe exploring vulnerabilities and areas of growth, knowing that support exists rather than condemnation. Emotional development becomes a shared journey rather than a source of conflict. This approach ensures that both love and life purpose advance cohesively, promoting continuous improvement and alignment. Genuine love encourages emotional resilience. It understands that life's challenges will arise, but it remains a stable source of support and encouragement throughout. Difficulties are faced together with a focus on solutions and growth, rather than fear or avoidance. It provides stability through uncertainty, reducing emotional volatility, and helping each person maintain perspective. Challenges become opportunities to strengthen the bond, not reasons for separation or fear. You feel supported in tackling obstacles, knowing that the relationship will endure. Confidence in personal and shared abilities grows. That resilience allows purpose to progress steadily alongside love, creating a framework where both personal goals and partnership can thrive even in adversity. Love aligned with purpose nurtures long-term vision. It does not sacrifice meaningful goals for short-term satisfaction or temporary comfort. Decisions are guided by foresight, careful planning, and consideration for future impact. It encourages actions that build sustainability, integrity, and long-term security. Emotional investment is paired with strategic thought, creating balance between heart and reason. You feel empowered to make choices that honor both love and personal aspirations. Confidence in future outcomes strengthens emotional stability. This forward-thinking approach ensures that both love and purpose remain aligned over the years, providing clarity, direction, and meaningful fulfillment. Love that aligns with purpose cultivates a profound sense of patience that extends beyond ordinary understanding. It does not demand instant responses or immediate results, recognizing that meaningful growth takes time. This love values the journey of learning, adaptation, and understanding, rather than rushing outcomes or forcing change prematurely. During periods of challenge or slow progress, this love remains present, offering quiet support without creating pressure. It trusts that clarity and alignment will naturally emerge when both individuals are ready. Each interaction is guided by empathy, consideration, and respect for timing, fostering a sense of calm and stability. You begin to feel a newfound security in knowing that emotional support is constant, regardless of immediate achievements or setbacks. Anxiety diminishes because the relationship is anchored in steady commitment rather than fleeting excitement or superficial reassurance. That patience allows both love and purpose to evolve harmoniously, ensuring that decisions, growth, and shared objectives align with long-term vision and meaningful fulfillment. Genuine love respects individuality while strengthening partnership, understanding that personal development enhances shared experience. It does not require conformity or sacrifice of personal goals for the sake of connection. Instead, it celebrates uniqueness and encourages exploration, education, and personal growth. It provides encouragement without interference, allowing each person to pursue interests, expand knowledge, and build resilience while maintaining a supportive foundation. Freedom to grow individually coexists seamlessly with commitment and partnership. You feel empowered to follow your own aspirations while remaining emotionally connected. Confidence and self-worth flourish because your identity is respected and nurtured. This balance ensures that love and purpose advance together, creating synergy between personal fulfillment and mutual support. Love, aligned with purpose, demonstrates emotional intelligence by responding to conflict with understanding rather than impulsive reactions. It does not escalate tension through aggression or blame, but prioritizes dialogue, active listening, and cooperative problem solving. Each disagreement becomes an opportunity to strengthen the relationship rather than weaken it. It approaches differences with patience, seeking to comprehend rather than dominate. Communication is thoughtful, and emotional responses are measured to preserve trust and mutual respect. You feel emotionally safe during disagreements, knowing that solutions are prioritized and that your perspective will be considered. Stress and anxiety diminish because conflict is constructive instead of destructive. This thoughtful approach ensures that purpose and shared goals are not undermined, allowing the relationship to act as a foundation for growth, clarity, and alignment. Real love values consistency in everyday actions more than dramatic displays of affection. It notices small efforts and thoughtful gestures that sustain connection and demonstrate care over time. These consistent patterns build trust and reassurance without the need for extravagant demonstrations. It recognizes that daily habits and subtle support often communicate more than occasional grand gestures. Reliability and integrity in small, repeated actions form the backbone of enduring love. You begin to feel confidence in the stability and authenticity of the relationship, knowing that support and care are embedded in the ordinary moments of life. That steady approach allows both personal growth and shared purpose to progress without disruption, ensuring long-term fulfillment and alignment. Genuine love supports emotional growth by encouraging self-reflection and personal responsibility. It does not assign blame or instill guilt, but provides guidance and constructive feedback. Mistakes are treated as opportunities to learn and evolve rather than reasons for shame or separation. It nurtures insight and maturity, allowing individuals to develop greater self-awareness, empathy, and resilience. Growth is framed as a collaborative journey, enhancing both personal and relational strength. You feel secure exploring vulnerabilities and areas for improvement, knowing that support exists and that mistakes will not compromise trust or connection. This nurturing approach ensures that love and purpose can coexist productively, promoting continuous improvement and meaningful alignment over time. Love aligned with purpose fosters resilience in the face of adversity. It does not abandon when challenges arise, but strengthens commitment through shared experience and mutual problem solving. Difficulties are approached as opportunities for growth, learning, and emotional reinforcement. It provides stability during stressful periods, helping both individuals maintain perspective and emotional composure. Challenges are navigated collaboratively, reducing the likelihood of emotional disruption or burnout. You feel supported and confident in facing obstacles, knowing that the relationship is a source of strength rather than a source of stress. That resilience ensures that purpose and ambition can be pursued alongside love, creating a foundation for long-term achievement and personal satisfaction. Real love emphasizes long-term vision over immediate gratification. Decisions are guided by consideration for future outcomes, sustainable practices, and alignment with core values. Emotional investment is paired with thoughtful planning to create stability and reliability. It encourages actions that build integrity, sustainability, and trust, reducing the risk of impulsive or short-term decisions that may undermine the relationship or personal goals. You feel empowered to make decisions that honor both love and individual purpose, creating alignment between daily actions and long-term objectives. This forward-thinking approach ensures that love enhances direction and focus, allowing both partners to pursue meaningful and sustainable growth. Genuine love recognizes the importance of reflection and introspection. It allows quiet moments for consideration, enabling thoughtful decision-making and emotional processing. It does not fear silence or pause, understanding that reflection fosters clarity and maturity. It encourages the evaluation of intentions, behaviors, and outcomes, fostering personal insight and mutual understanding. Communication becomes deeper and more meaningful when paired with reflective practice. You feel empowered to consider decisions carefully, knowing that reflection is valued and supported rather than criticized or dismissed. That reflective approach strengthens both personal and relational growth, ensuring that love and purpose remain aligned and effective. Love aligned with purpose fosters mutual accountability and trust. Each individual is responsible for their actions and emotional responses, creating an environment where honesty, reliability, and consistency prevail. It encourages constructive feedback, self-improvement, and shared responsibility, reducing conflict and enhancing collaboration. Guidance is delivered with care, supporting growth without creating guilt or resentment. You feel secure in the knowledge that trust and accountability are maintained, creating a safe foundation for personal and shared development. This approach reinforces alignment between love, life goals, and purpose, strengthening long-term outcomes and satisfaction. Real love nurtures emotional safety and predictability. It avoids volatility and unnecessary drama, instead cultivating an environment where stability, respect, and consistency are standard. It ensures that trust is not compromised by unpredictable reactions or impulsive decisions. Emotional equilibrium becomes a shared priority, reducing anxiety and enhancing clarity. You feel secure, able to focus on meaningful endeavors without being distracted by unnecessary tension or instability. That stability allows purpose to advance uninterrupted, supporting personal growth, shared objectives, and long-term fulfillment. Love that aligns with purpose encourages consistent emotional presence. Even during everyday monotony, it understands that not every day will bring excitement or intense emotion. Yet true connection is measured by steadfastness rather than drama. This type of love notices effort behind routine actions, appreciating support that often goes unseen, from thoughtful listening to quiet gestures that communicate care without fanfare. It recognizes that patience and understanding in the ordinary moments build trust that will withstand future trials. Instead of seeking constant affirmation, it values reliability, creating an environment where both people feel secure and motivated to pursue personal growth. Over time, the subtle consistency of presence becomes more impactful than words or promises. You begin to feel a sense of safety that does not fluctuate with daily highs or lows. Emotional energy that was previously spent on seeking reassurance is now available for creativity, personal ambition, and strengthening shared goals. The relationship itself becomes a stable platform from which growth is nurtured rather than threatened. This stability allows long-term purpose to unfold naturally as distractions caused by uncertainty or insecurity are minimized. Both individuals can focus on meaningful objectives without fear that emotional inconsistency will derail progress or commitment. Genuine love fosters a culture of encouragement without dependency, where both individuals feel empowered to pursue ambitions independently while remaining deeply connected. It does not demand constant attention or impose expectations that create pressure. Instead, it cultivates an atmosphere of mutual support, celebrating achievements while acknowledging efforts, even when results are not immediately visible. It guides growth through constructive reinforcement, allowing each person to experiment, fail, and improve, while knowing they are respected and valued. This form of love teaches resilience by showing that effort itself is worthy of recognition, independent of immediate success. Emotional validation comes from presence and engagement rather than performance. You feel motivated to explore personal skills, goals, and creative endeavors, secure in the knowledge that your efforts are appreciated regardless of outcome. The relationship becomes a catalyst for growth rather than a source of limitation. That combination of freedom and support ensures that purpose and personal development are strengthened simultaneously, fostering both autonomy and connection without compromising either. Love aligned with purpose creates space for intentional communication that goes beyond surface-level conversation. It prioritizes meaningful exchanges over idle chatter, understanding that words have power to shape trust, perception, and emotional alignment. Dialogue is used as a tool for clarity, insight, and mutual growth, not as a mechanism for control or judgment. Through careful listening and thoughtful responses, this love ensures that ideas and emotions are fully understood. Differences in perspective are treated as opportunities for understanding rather than points of conflict, creating a cooperative dynamic that strengthens partnership. Misunderstandings are minimized because communication is guided by patience, respect, and genuine curiosity. You begin to notice the impact of deliberate dialogue on decision-making, emotional alignment, and shared goals. Each interaction becomes a building block for trust, collaboration, and long-term harmony. This intentional approach ensures that both love and life purpose are supported by clarity, shared understanding, and deliberate action, allowing progress without confusion or conflict. Real love values emotional equilibrium over impulsive passion. It recognizes that sustainable connection thrives not on highs and lows, but on stability, calmness, and consistent support. Emotional reactions are measured, providing security while navigating complex feelings, challenges, and stresses. It avoids escalating tension unnecessarily and prioritizes resolution, balance, and mutual understanding. The relationship becomes a safe environment in which both people can express vulnerability without fear of overreaction, manipulation, or withdrawal. You feel more secure and composed, knowing that disagreements or stressful circumstances will not compromise connection. Emotional energy can be redirected toward constructive problem solving, growth, and pursuing meaningful objectives. By maintaining equilibrium, love supports long-term purpose, creating a stable environment where ambition, personal growth, and shared objectives can coexist harmoniously. Genuine love fosters shared learning, where both individuals grow intellectually, emotionally, and practically. It encourages curiosity, openness, and the pursuit of knowledge, understanding that learning together strengthens connection and resilience. It does not diminish individuality, but amplifies collective capability. It nurtures an environment where questioning, experimentation, and adaptation are celebrated. Mistakes are viewed as natural learning opportunities rather than failures, fostering confidence and innovation in personal and shared endeavors. Support is offered for exploration without coercion or expectation. You feel inspired to expand horizons, acquire skills, and embrace challenges, confident that support exists without judgment. Knowledge, growth, and understanding become shared resources that deepen connection and reinforce commitment. This emphasis on learning ensures that love and purpose align by promoting continuous personal and mutual development, equipping both individuals to navigate life with clarity, skill, and intentionality. Love aligned with purpose values transparency and trustworthiness in all matters. It does not rely on hidden intentions, manipulations, or avoidance. Instead, honesty becomes a foundation for connection, allowing both individuals to operate from clarity, confidence, and mutual respect. It encourages openness about thoughts, emotions, and goals while maintaining sensitivity to timing and context. Trust is built through consistent integrity, creating a sense of reliability that enhances confidence in both individual and shared decisions. You feel empowered to communicate authentically without fear of judgment, manipulation, or withdrawal. Emotional security becomes reinforced by the predictability of honesty and ethical conduct. By fostering trust and transparency, love strengthens alignment with purpose, creating a foundation where decisions, growth, and connection progress without interference from doubt, misunderstanding, or hidden agendas. Real love supports adaptability, understanding that life is unpredictable and circumstances change continuously. It does not resist evolution in people, priorities, or environments, but embraces flexibility while maintaining core values and commitment. Adaptation becomes a strength rather than a challenge. It provides emotional and practical support during transitions, helping both individuals navigate shifting responsibilities, opportunities, and life paths. Change is seen as a shared journey rather than a disruption, creating resilience and stability even in dynamic contexts. You feel confident navigating uncertainty, knowing that support remains consistent even when circumstances evolve. Emotional energy is preserved, and purpose is maintained despite external shifts. That adaptability ensures that love complements long-term growth and ambition, creating a sustainable environment where both people thrive despite inevitable life changes. Genuine love nurtures emotional independence while sustaining deep connection. It does not foster over-reliance, control, or restriction, but encourages self-sufficiency, personal decision-making, and autonomy. Connection is strengthened not by dependency, but by mutual respect and empowerment. It recognizes that true support comes from empowering others to act with confidence rather than directing their actions. Individuals are free to pursue ambitions, cultivate skills, and grow personally while remaining engaged and connected within the relationship. You feel whole, capable, and supported, able to focus on personal development while maintaining meaningful connection. Autonomy and partnership coexist without conflict. This dynamic enhances alignment between love and purpose, ensuring that connection amplifies growth rather than restricting it. Love that aligns with purpose encourages mutual accountability without judgment, creating a culture of shared growth. It allows each individual to take responsibility for actions, choices, and emotional responses while fostering an environment where feedback is constructive rather than critical. This love understands that trust deepens when people feel safe, acknowledging mistakes and learning from them. It supports introspection by providing guidance and insight rather than imposing expectations. Challenges are framed as opportunities to develop understanding, patience, and resilience rather than reasons for conflict or blame. Each success and failure becomes a shared experience that strengthens the connection. You feel empowered to reflect on your behavior and decisions, knowing that support exists without condemnation. Emotional growth becomes natural, encouraged, and celebrated within the relationship. By fostering accountability and growth simultaneously, love reinforces purpose, ensuring that personal development and shared goals evolve in harmony. Genuine love fosters creativity and collaboration, allowing both individuals to combine talents, ideas, and skills toward meaningful projects. It does not stifle expression or individuality, but creates a safe space where innovation and experimentation are encouraged, even if failure occurs along the way. It emphasizes cooperation over competition, showing that working together produces more lasting results than seeking to dominate or control. Mutual encouragement and celebration of progress nurture confidence, optimism, and motivation. You feel inspired to contribute your ideas fully, knowing that your creativity is valued and your perspective respected. Each collaborative effort strengthens both the relationship and shared purpose. This approach aligns love with purpose by ensuring that connection, growth, and achievement reinforce one another, producing results that matter beyond the immediate relationship. Love aligned with purpose prioritizes emotional recovery and resilience after setbacks. It understands that challenges, disappointment, or mistakes are inevitable, but they do not define the relationship or diminish commitment. Emotional restoration becomes a shared responsibility and an opportunity for growth. It provides stability and reassurance during moments of stress, modeling patience, empathy, and practical support. Difficulties are addressed constructively, focusing on solutions rather than assigning blame or judgment. You feel supported when navigating disappointment, knowing that both individuals are committed to growth, learning, and rebuilding together. Emotional security becomes reinforced through consistency. By prioritizing resilience, love ensures that purpose and long-term objectives remain intact despite obstacles, creating a foundation of strength, stability, and trust. Real love cultivates curiosity and openness toward understanding the other person deeply. It does not assume knowledge or take familiarity for granted, but seeks to continually explore emotions, motivations, and perspectives with empathy and attentiveness. It values questions, dialogue, and observation as tools for growth, building insight into one another's needs, desires, and challenges. Understanding deepens through active engagement rather than passive assumption. You feel seen, heard, and understood, which strengthens trust and emotional intimacy. Confidence in shared decisions and alignment increases naturally. This curiosity aligns love with purpose by promoting clarity, intentionality, and mutual growth, ensuring that both individuals navigate life with insight and connection. Genuine love fosters patience with gradual transformation, understanding that personal growth and shared goals evolve over time. It avoids the temptation to rush progress or judge slow development as failure, instead celebrating each small step as a meaningful accomplishment. It supports continuous learning, self-improvement, and exploration, offering guidance when needed, but always respecting autonomy. Change becomes collaborative, reinforcing commitment rather than undermining it. You feel empowered to progress at your own pace while remaining supported, creating emotional stability and confidence. By embracing gradual transformation, love ensures that purpose and growth are sustainable, fostering harmony, alignment, and long-term fulfillment. Love aligned with purpose encourages practical support for achieving ambitions. It goes beyond emotional encouragement by actively helping to create conditions where goals can be pursued without unnecessary obstacles. Support is thoughtful, unobtrusive, and consistent, never controlling or overbearing. It recognizes that material, logistical, or cognitive assistance strengthens confidence and independence, empowering each individual to reach potential without diminishing personal agency. Assistance is paired with trust, reinforcing responsibility and accountability. You feel motivated to pursue goals, knowing that the relationship supports your practical and personal needs. Confidence grows through both emotional and functional reinforcement. This approach aligns love with purpose by creating a supportive ecosystem where growth, achievement, and shared vision thrive together. Real love celebrates authenticity, valuing honesty, vulnerability, and self-expression without judgment. It does not demand conformity to expectations or ideals, but embraces the person as they truly are, creating trust and emotional security. It provides reinforcement for genuine behavior rather than superficial or performative acts, encouraging individuals to explore identity, desires, and aspirations freely. Authenticity becomes a cornerstone of connection and shared experience. You feel confident expressing your true self, knowing that emotional safety exists and your worth is not contingent on meeting external standards. Connection deepens through transparency and trust. By prioritizing authenticity, love strengthens alignment with purpose, allowing both individuals to pursue growth, ambition, and connection in a genuine, sustainable way. Genuine love emphasizes foresight and planning for the future while remaining present in the moment. It balances long-term goals with immediate needs, ensuring that decisions honor both ambition and connection simultaneously. It encourages proactive problem-solving, constructive dialogue about priorities, and shared vision for long-term stability. Planning is collaborative, ensuring alignment in decisions related to career, family, finances, and personal development. You feel secure in knowing that your partner is committed to both current harmony and future well-being. Confidence in shared direction grows as plans are discussed openly and responsibly. By integrating foresight with presence, love reinforces purpose, creating a balance between immediate connection and sustainable progress. Love aligned with purpose nurtures mutual respect for boundaries, understanding that individuality, personal space, and autonomy are essential to healthy connection. It does not impose limits, invade privacy, or manipulate through emotional pressure. Boundaries are communicated clearly and honored consistently, creating trust and reducing anxiety. Respect fosters collaboration, mutual support, and emotional security without compromising intimacy or closeness. You feel free to act, explore, and develop independently while remaining connected, confident that your individuality is valued and protected. This respect ensures that love enhances purpose rather than distracts from it, creating an environment where growth, productivity, and connection coexist seamlessly. Love that aligns with purpose inspires adaptability in emotional expression. It understands that moods, circumstances, and energy levels fluctuate, and connection thrives when flexibility replaces rigidity. Instead of reacting negatively to inconsistency, it accommodates change thoughtfully, adjusting communication and expectations while maintaining commitment. It recognizes that emotions are dynamic, and responding with patience rather than frustration strengthens trust. Thoughtful gestures, active listening, and consideration for changing circumstances create an environment where both individuals feel understood and respected, even during difficult times. You begin to feel confident that emotional shifts will not destabilize the relationship. The focus moves from managing reactions to cultivating understanding, problem solving, and supporting one another's evolving needs. This adaptability aligns love with purpose, ensuring that growth, stability, and shared goals remain on track even as life changes, making connections sustainable over the long term. Genuine love encourages risk-taking and exploration, supporting each person in pursuing new opportunities without fear of judgment or failure. It does not restrict potential or demand conformity, but celebrates courage, initiative, and curiosity as essential components of growth. It emphasizes learning and experience over perfection, framing mistakes as opportunities for insight rather than reasons for criticism. Support is consistent, offering guidance while allowing independent decision-making and creative expression. You feel motivated to try new challenges, explore personal potential, and develop skills with confidence that your partner values progress rather than only outcomes. This freedom fosters resilience and determination. By integrating encouragement for risk-taking, love aligns with purpose, creating a dynamic environment where personal growth, shared ambition, and emotional connection reinforce one another continuously. Love aligned with purpose cultivates emotional transparency, allowing both individuals to express inner thoughts and vulnerabilities safely. It understands that suppression of emotion breeds misunderstanding, and open communication strengthens trust, intimacy, and collaboration. It prioritizes clarity over assumption, encourages sharing feelings even when uncomfortable, and listens without judgment. This practice reduces hidden tension and fosters connection based on honesty rather than pretense. You feel secure, voicing your true feelings, confident that expression will lead to understanding rather than conflict. Emotional alignment deepens as both individuals engage openly, creating stronger collaboration in personal and shared objectives. This transparency ensures that love and purpose grow together, establishing an environment of clarity, trust, and consistent forward momentum. Real love values constructive influence rather than control. It seeks to inspire, guide, and motivate without coercion, understanding that true connection thrives when autonomy is respected and support is offered voluntarily. It provides perspective, insight, and encouragement in ways that empower independent decision-making. Influence is rooted in trust and respect, never manipulation, ensuring that both individuals maintain freedom while benefiting from partnership. You feel confident making choices, knowing that support exists without restriction or pressure. Motivation arises naturally through encouragement rather than obligation. This balance strengthens alignment between love and purpose, fostering empowerment, mutual respect, and sustainable personal and relational growth. Genuine love prioritizes stability in lifestyle and routine, recognizing that consistency fosters confidence and reduces emotional fatigue. It appreciates small, reliable patterns in daily life, from communication habits to practical support, seeing these as essential for long-term connection. It avoids unnecessary unpredictability or impulsive behavior that disrupts trust. Steady routines combined with thoughtful responsiveness create a dependable framework where both individuals feel secure and valued. You feel empowered to pursue ambitions and manage responsibilities without fear of instability or conflict. Emotional energy is preserved for growth and meaningful interaction. This emphasis on stability ensures that love enhances purpose, creating an environment conducive to achievement, clarity, and long-term commitment. Love aligned with purpose encourages shared reflection, where both individuals assess progress, decisions, and experiences thoughtfully. It does not dwell on criticism or regret, but evaluates lessons learned to strengthen future choices and shared direction. It fosters discussions about goals, challenges, and accomplishments in ways that reinforce growth and mutual understanding. Reflection becomes a tool for collaboration, trust building and alignment, rather than blame or comparison. You feel supported in assessing your journey, gaining insight into both personal and shared objectives. Confidence emerges from the knowledge that growth is purposeful and intentional. This reflective practice reinforces the connection between love and purpose, ensuring that both evolve together with clarity, focus, and strategic foresight. Real love cultivates patience in expectation management. It recognizes that not all desires or ambitions will be realized immediately, and that enduring fulfillment requires measured anticipation. It does not pressure immediate results, but encourages steady pursuit of meaningful objectives. It emphasizes progress over speed, celebrating incremental achievements and recognizing the value of persistence. Emotional support focuses on reinforcing effort and commitment, not simply outcomes. You feel encouraged to invest time and energy in long-term goals without stress or frustration over delays. Patience strengthens resolve and reduces anxiety. By integrating patience into emotional connection, love ensures that purpose advances steadily, creating an environment of persistence, clarity, and aligned effort. Genuine love supports collaborative problem solving, emphasizing partnership over individual dominance. It encourages dialogue, negotiation, and creative solutions to shared challenges, understanding that cooperation builds both trust and efficacy. It frames difficulties as opportunities for joint effort rather than sources of conflict or control. Strategies are developed together, reflecting respect for each person's perspective and ability. You feel empowered to contribute to solutions, confident that your input is valued, and that decisions are made collaboratively. Emotional engagement strengthens through shared responsibility. This collaborative approach aligns love with purpose, fostering teamwork, mutual respect, and sustainable long-term outcomes. Love aligned with purpose embraces accountability without defensiveness. It values responsibility for personal actions while maintaining empathy and understanding toward mistakes. Correction is offered constructively, never punitively, and growth is prioritized over blame. It nurtures learning by modeling integrity and demonstrating the benefits of accountability in maintaining trust and emotional connection. Feedback is exchanged openly, creating a culture of transparency and self-improvement. You feel secure taking ownership of actions, knowing that accountability reinforces rather than threatens connection. Trust and reliability increase as a result. This principle ensures that love and purpose remain mutually reinforcing, promoting ethical, intentional, and sustainable progress in both personal and shared endeavors. Love that aligns with purpose fosters emotional clarity, allowing each person to understand their own feelings and intentions without confusion or misinterpretation. It encourages reflection and honest self-expression, emphasizing comprehension over reaction. By cultivating this clarity, both individuals are able to respond thoughtfully, creating harmony even during complex situations. It encourages exploration of motives and priorities, helping each person recognize what matters most in both the relationship and their personal life. Emotional transparency becomes a natural practice, reducing misunderstandings and building trust that strengthens over time. Each conversation is guided by insight rather than impulse. You feel empowered to articulate needs, fears, and ambitions without hesitation or fear of misinterpretation. Decisions become informed by reflection rather than emotional turbulence. This focus on clarity aligns love with purpose, ensuring both individuals navigate life intentionally while fostering a deep and enduring connection. Genuine love emphasizes constructive encouragement over criticism, reinforcing confidence and self-esteem in a natural and meaningful way. It celebrates effort, persistence, and progress rather than solely rewarding results, helping both individuals feel valued and understood, even during periods of struggle or uncertainty. It nurtures growth by highlighting strengths, offering guidance when appropriate, and cultivating resilience through positive reinforcement. Emotional support is provided consistently, creating a safe environment where risk-taking and experimentation are welcomed rather than feared. You feel motivated to pursue goals, develop new skills, and explore creative possibilities, knowing that your partner believes in your potential. Confidence builds steadily as affirmation becomes part of everyday interaction. This approach ensures love, strengthens purpose, fostering personal development, emotional stability, and collaborative success while maintaining a meaningful and supportive connection. Love aligned with purpose fosters mindful presence where attention is focused entirely on shared moments without distraction or preoccupation. It values listening, observation, and genuine engagement, creating a sense of importance and respect that enhances emotional connection. It emphasizes quality over quantity in interactions, showing that awareness and intentionality in communication are more impactful than frequent, shallow engagement. Each action, gesture, or word is deliberate, enhancing understanding and reinforcing trust. You feel fully seen and understood, knowing that your partner is present not only physically, but emotionally and mentally. Emotional intimacy grows as attention becomes a consistent demonstration of care. By cultivating mindfulness in connection, love strengthens alignment with purpose, ensuring that both personal and shared growth are supported through conscious and thoughtful engagement. Real love promotes resilience through shared problem solving and adaptive thinking. It encourages collaboration in finding solutions, rather than dwelling on difficulties or assigning blame, fostering a sense of mutual responsibility and empowerment. It prioritizes constructive communication, allowing each individual to contribute ideas, express concerns, and innovate solutions together. Emotional support is coupled with strategic insight, creating an environment where challenges are approached systematically and constructively. You feel empowered to navigate obstacles with confidence, knowing that partnership is based on cooperation rather than dependency. Emotional energy is conserved for meaningful action rather than conflict management. This resilience ensures that love complements purpose, providing a stable foundation for both personal and shared achievements, while reinforcing commitment and growth. Genuine love respects the rhythm of individual growth, acknowledging that each person evolves at their own pace and in their own way. It avoids comparisons or pressure, instead providing encouragement and support tailored to each person's developmental journey. It creates space for reflection, experimentation, and learning, recognizing that authentic progress often occurs gradually. Patience is expressed through consistent presence, attentive listening, and reinforcement of positive steps, no matter how small. You feel validated and supported as your ambitions, decisions, and personal evolution unfold naturally. The partnership fosters confidence without creating unnecessary tension or expectation. This approach aligns love with purpose by allowing growth and connection to co-develop sustainably, fostering a long-term environment of understanding, patience, and shared fulfillment. Love aligned with purpose encourages proactive emotional engagement, where both individuals actively invest in understanding and supporting each other's needs and aspirations. It does not rely on assumptions or passive interaction, but on conscious effort to nurture connection and collaboration. It emphasizes foresight in addressing potential challenges, thoughtful communication, and anticipatory support. Actions are intentional and considerate, creating a foundation where trust and reliability are consistently reinforced. You feel secure knowing that attention, care, and empathy are actively maintained even during periods of external stress or distraction. Emotional security strengthens naturally through consistent engagement. This proactive engagement ensures love reinforces purpose, establishing a dynamic in which both connection and ambition are cultivated intentionally and effectively. Real love fosters adaptability in priorities, recognizing that goals, responsibilities, and circumstances evolve over time. It encourages flexibility and mutual adjustment, ensuring that shared objectives remain aligned without compromising personal development or values. It provides emotional support during transitions, reframing challenges as opportunities to strengthen partnership and develop resilience. Both individuals are encouraged to communicate evolving needs clearly, fostering transparency and trust. You feel confident navigating change, knowing that support and understanding will remain intact regardless of circumstances. Stability and flexibility coexist, reinforcing connection and shared direction. This adaptability strengthens alignment between love and purpose, ensuring that progress, growth, and commitment remain harmonious, even in dynamic situations. Genuine love emphasizes constructive reflection, using experiences, both successes and failures, as opportunities to deepen understanding and improve decision-making. It avoids blame or self-criticism, focusing instead on actionable insight and continuous improvement. It encourages open discussion of lessons learned, allowing both individuals to integrate knowledge, adjust behaviors, and strengthen collaboration. Reflection is framed positively, reinforcing growth and resilience rather than triggering guilt or defensiveness. You feel empowered to assess personal and shared progress critically yet compassionately, fostering informed decisions and stronger alignment with objectives. This reflective approach ensures that love supports purpose, creating a framework for conscious growth, intentional action, and long-term harmony in both connection and achievement. Love aligned with purpose nurtures self-sufficiency alongside connection, encouraging each person to maintain independence while remaining fully engaged in the relationship. It does not foster dependence or create pressure for constant reassurance, but values autonomy as essential to sustainable partnership. It emphasizes balanced support, where each individual is empowered to pursue ambitions, develop skills, and make independent decisions without fear of judgment or neglect. Connection is maintained through mutual respect, shared values, and ongoing encouragement. You feel capable and supported, simultaneously able to pursue personal goals while remaining emotionally connected. Confidence and self-worth flourish through this balance. By fostering independence alongside partnership, love reinforces purpose, ensuring that ambition, growth, and meaningful connection coexist harmoniously over time. Love that aligns with purpose encourages shared vision and goal setting, ensuring both individuals move in harmony toward meaningful outcomes. It does not prioritize one person's ambitions over the others, but fosters collaboration where individual dreams complement shared objectives. This creates a sense of direction and unity that strengthens commitment. It emphasizes communication and planning, allowing both individuals to express aspirations clearly and coordinate actions effectively. Each achievement, whether personal or shared, is celebrated, reinforcing motivation and confidence. You feel empowered, knowing that your goals are supported and that progress is recognized. This mutual reinforcement strengthens both self-worth and partnership. By integrating shared vision with personal purpose, love ensures that connection and ambition evolve together, fostering sustainable growth, clarity, and long-term fulfillment. Genuine love prioritizes consistency in emotional expression, recognizing that reliability fosters security and trust more effectively than occasional grand gestures. It maintains a stable presence through words, actions, and attention, creating a dependable foundation for connection. It avoids emotional volatility, demonstrating patience, empathy, and understanding, even during challenging circumstances. Consistency signals respect, stability, and commitment, allowing both individuals to feel valued and secure. You feel reassured by dependable support and predictable responses, which reduces anxiety and strengthens emotional resilience. Focus shifts from managing uncertainty to pursuing growth and shared objectives. This consistency aligns love with purpose, by providing a stable framework in which emotional, personal, and relational goals can flourish harmoniously. Love aligned with purpose cultivates a culture of mutual inspiration where each person motivates the other to pursue their full potential. It does not rely on coercion or comparison, but celebrates achievement, effort, and perseverance authentically. It emphasizes encouragement through recognition, constructive feedback, and shared enthusiasm for progress. Inspiration becomes reciprocal, strengthening confidence, creativity, and motivation for both individuals. You feel energized and supported to take meaningful action in personal and shared endeavors. Knowing your growth is valued and celebrated, motivation is nurtured naturally through consistent reinforcement. This emphasis on mutual inspiration ensures that love and purpose coexist dynamically, amplifying personal ambition and shared progress without conflict or imbalance. Real love promotes resilience by creating a structured approach to challenges. It views obstacles as opportunities to grow stronger together rather than as threats to connection. This perspective fosters problem solving, patience, and strategic thinking within the partnership. It encourages collaboration, constructive communication, and adaptive strategies when facing difficulties, reinforcing trust and emotional security. Both individuals learn to navigate stress and uncertainty together, reducing fear and anxiety. You feel empowered to approach challenges confidently, knowing that partnership provides support, insight, and collaborative strength. Emotional energy is preserved for growth and purpose-driven action. This resilience aligns love with purpose, ensuring that challenges become catalysts for development rather than sources of disruption or doubt. Genuine love fosters appreciation for effort, recognizing the value of perseverance, dedication, and commitment beyond immediate results. It does not solely focus on outcomes, but honors the process and the personal growth involved. It provides reinforcement through acknowledgement, gratitude, and recognition of contributions, creating an environment that promotes persistence, confidence, and motivation. Effort becomes celebrated, strengthening emotional engagement and trust. You feel valued for the dedication you bring to your goals, relationship, and shared responsibilities. This recognition cultivates satisfaction, pride, and a willingness to invest further in both personal and shared objectives. By celebrating effort, love aligns with purpose, fostering sustainable growth, resilience, and harmony between personal ambition and relational fulfillment. Love aligned with purpose encourages thoughtful decision-making, integrating emotional insight with practical reasoning. It does not act impulsively or prioritize short-term satisfaction, but evaluates choices carefully to ensure alignment with long-term objectives and shared values. It emphasizes discussion, analysis, and reflection before committing to significant actions. Both individuals are involved in decisions, ensuring that outcomes respect priorities, ambitions, and relational harmony. You feel confident that decisions are made intentionally, reducing anxiety and uncertainty while strengthening trust in the partnership. Clarity emerges through collaboration and thoughtful consideration. This approach ensures love supports purpose by maintaining focus, coherence, and alignment in both emotional and practical life decisions. Real love values emotional flexibility, adapting to changes in circumstances, moods, and external pressures without compromising trust or commitment. It recognizes that rigidity can create conflict and stagnation, while adaptability fosters harmony, resilience, and growth. It encourages understanding and responsiveness, supporting one another through transitions or unexpected events. Communication is thoughtful, and solutions are collaborative, creating balance and stability even under pressure. You feel confident navigating shifts and challenges, knowing that your connection remains strong regardless of external changes. Emotional security is reinforced through adaptability and empathy. This flexibility aligns love with purpose by maintaining a stable, supportive framework while accommodating growth, change, and evolving ambitions. Genuine love encourages continuous learning and curiosity, both personally and within the partnership. It promotes the pursuit of knowledge, new experiences, and skills while fostering intellectual engagement and emotional growth. It nurtures exploration through shared discussion, active listening, and appreciation for each person's insights. Growth is collaborative, and learning together strengthens connection, respect, and motivation. You feel inspired to expand your understanding and capabilities, confident that curiosity and initiative are welcomed rather than discouraged. Intellectual and emotional engagement flourishes. By fostering curiosity and learning, love aligns with purpose, creating a dynamic relationship that supports development, adaptability, and meaningful connection. Love aligned with purpose emphasizes integrity and ethical conduct in all interactions. It values honesty, responsibility, and alignment with personal and shared principles, creating trust and confidence in the partnership. It promotes accountability, transparency, and consistency, ensuring that actions reflect commitments and values. This integrity strengthens emotional safety and reinforces long-term security. You feel reassured that trust is not fragile, but rooted in consistent ethical behavior. Confidence and mutual respect grow naturally through transparent and principled conduct. By prioritizing integrity, love strengthens alignment with purpose, ensuring that connection, decision-making, and growth occur in a trustworthy and meaningful context. Real love fosters appreciation for emotional diversity, recognizing that people experience feelings differently and express themselves uniquely. It does not seek to change emotional patterns, but embraces differences as part of a healthy, balanced connection. It emphasizes empathy, active listening, and responsiveness, encouraging understanding across varying emotional landscapes. Acceptance replaces judgment, creating space for authenticity and deeper intimacy. You feel fully accepted in your emotional expression, confident that differences enhance rather than threaten connection. Emotional security and mutual respect are reinforced. This appreciation for diversity ensures that love complements purpose, creating an environment where individuality and shared growth coexist harmoniously. Love that aligns with purpose cultivates long-term commitment to shared values and goals, emphasizing continuity and perseverance over fleeting emotion. It recognizes that meaningful connection requires dedication, patience, and consistent effort, rather than relying solely on excitement or novelty. This type of love prioritizes stability while honoring individual and shared growth. It encourages both individuals to articulate aspirations and align efforts in ways that reinforce mutual objectives. Collaboration, thoughtful decision-making, and constructive support form the foundation for sustainable progress, fostering confidence and security. You feel assured that your ambitions, values, and contributions are respected and supported, reducing uncertainty and fostering intentional effort. A shared sense of purpose becomes a guiding force in navigating life's challenges. By emphasizing long-term commitment, love ensures that connection and purpose advance hand in hand, creating a harmonious framework for personal fulfillment, relational growth, and sustained achievement. Genuine love promotes emotional resilience by encouraging constructive coping strategies during setbacks or stressful periods. It does not rely on avoidance or superficial reassurance, but actively supports problem-solving, perspective-building, and self-awareness to strengthen emotional stability. It emphasizes adaptability and resourcefulness, creating an environment where both individuals can navigate difficulties confidently. Challenges are reframed as opportunities to learn, grow, and deepen connection rather than sources of conflict or anxiety. You feel empowered to handle adversity with clarity and confidence, knowing that your partner supports both your emotional strength and practical solutions. Emotional energy is preserved for growth and collaboration rather than being consumed by fear or tension. This resilience aligns love with purpose by ensuring that both personal and shared objectives can progress even under pressure, creating a foundation for stability, growth, and sustained fulfillment. Love aligned with purpose encourages deliberate prioritization of time and energy, ensuring that both individuals invest resources in meaningful pursuits and shared goals. It does not waste effort on trivial distractions or shallow interaction, but fosters conscious allocation of attention to nurture growth, connection, and achievement. It supports balance, allowing personal development and shared endeavors to coexist without conflict. Thoughtful planning, communication, and coordination create a structure in which both individuals feel productive, valued, and empowered. You feel confident, managing responsibilities and ambitions, knowing that your time and energy are respected and used intentionally. Focus shifts from reactive engagement to proactive progress by emphasizing intentional investment. Love reinforces alignment with purpose, creating a life where connection, growth, and meaningful achievement coexist seamlessly. Real love nurtures accountability in a non-judgmental way, promoting responsibility while maintaining emotional support. It values ownership of actions, decisions, and consequences, encouraging self-improvement and ethical behavior without creating fear or resentment. It fosters a culture of transparency and constructive feedback, where mistakes are used as opportunities to reflect, adapt, and grow. Mutual trust is strengthened because accountability is framed as growth rather than punishment. You feel secure taking ownership of actions, confident that support exists to reinforce learning and improvement. Emotional resilience and trust are cultivated simultaneously. By promoting responsible engagement, love ensures alignment with purpose, establishing a foundation where personal integrity, relational trust, and shared objectives thrive harmoniously. Genuine love fosters creative problem solving, encouraging collaboration and innovation, rather than defaulting to habitual or reactionary responses. It emphasizes perspective, dialogue, and constructive exploration to overcome challenges while strengthening trust and connection. It values diverse viewpoints and flexible thinking, creating an environment where solutions are co-created and adaptive to evolving circumstances. Emotional support is paired with practical guidance, enhancing confidence and cohesion. You feel empowered to contribute ideas and strategies, knowing that collaboration is valued and rewarded. Confidence in both personal and shared decision-making grows as innovation becomes a natural aspect of connection. This creative approach aligns love with purpose, allowing both growth and meaningful action to flourish, while maintaining emotional depth and relational harmony. Love aligned with purpose encourages intentional celebration of milestones, both large and small, reinforcing commitment, progress, and motivation. It does not overlook achievements in pursuit of bigger goals, but recognizes that consistent acknowledgement strengthens emotional bonds and personal confidence. It fosters reflection on accomplishments, emphasizing effort, perseverance, and resilience as much as outcomes. Recognition becomes a tool for inspiration, reinforcing shared goals and encouraging continuous growth. You feel valued and motivated to pursue objectives, knowing that achievements, regardless of scale, are recognized and appreciated. Emotional satisfaction increases through acknowledgement and shared joy. By celebrating progress intentionally, love ensures alignment with purpose, fostering engagement, ambition, and connection, while reinforcing long-term commitment and fulfillment. Real love cultivates adaptability in communication styles, understanding that individuals express thoughts and emotions differently depending on context, mood, and personality. It values clarity, patience, and attentiveness to ensure mutual understanding and minimize misunderstandings. It encourages responsiveness and adjustment without compromising authenticity, creating a safe environment for dialogue, collaboration, and conflict resolution. Emotional intelligence becomes a cornerstone of connection. You feel heard and understood, confident that your perspective will be interpreted accurately and respected. Emotional trust deepens as responsiveness becomes consistent and reliable. This adaptability strengthens alignment between love and purpose, ensuring that effective communication supports growth, shared objectives, and long-term relational stability. Genuine love emphasizes balance between giving and receiving, recognizing that sustainable connection requires reciprocity and respect for boundaries. It does not allow overextension or neglect, but encourages equitable participation in emotional, practical, and personal responsibilities. It fosters awareness of energy, effort, and contribution, promoting fairness while maintaining support and understanding. This balance reduces resentment, builds trust, and enhances satisfaction within the relationship. You feel secure in both offering and receiving care, knowing that contribution is acknowledged and valued. Emotional energy is managed effectively, allowing both personal and shared goals to progress. By promoting balance, love aligns with purpose, creating a dynamic where connection, growth, and ambition coexist sustainably and harmoniously. Love aligned with purpose encourages reflection on personal values and alignment with shared goals. It supports evaluating priorities, intentions, and behaviors to ensure that actions are consistent with both individual purpose and the partnership's long-term vision. It fosters meaningful conversations about ethics, aspirations, and responsibilities, creating a culture of integrity, transparency, and deliberate decision-making. Growth is intentional and guided by awareness rather than reaction. You feel empowered to evaluate your own path while remaining aligned with collective objectives, confident that guidance and insight are offered thoughtfully. Clarity and intentionality reinforce connection and progress. This reflective alignment strengthens love's purpose-driven nature, ensuring that both individuals can pursue meaningful objectives together without losing authenticity or focus. Love that aligns with purpose encourages practical support for personal growth, recognizing that emotional connection is strengthened when both individuals help each other achieve meaningful goals. It emphasizes tangible assistance, sharing knowledge, resources, or guidance without controlling or overshadowing autonomy. It values collaboration over dependency, allowing each person to pursue ambitions confidently while knowing support is available when needed. This practical reinforcement enhances both competence and trust within the relationship. You feel empowered to take decisive action in your personal and professional life, confident that your partner's guidance and encouragement complement your efforts rather than restrict them. Motivation grows naturally as support is reliable, thoughtful, and non-intrusive. By fostering practical assistance alongside emotional connection, love ensures alignment with purpose, promoting development, achievement, and long-term relational satisfaction simultaneously. Genuine love emphasizes intentional reflection on progress and decisions, ensuring that both individuals understand the impact of their choices and adjust accordingly. It promotes learning from experience, using both successes and setbacks to strengthen insight, accountability, and collaboration. It encourages open discussion about lessons learned, enabling growth without judgment or blame. Reflection becomes a tool for clarity, deeper understanding, and better decision-making, reinforcing trust and cohesion. You feel empowered to assess actions critically and make improvements confidently, knowing that reflection is constructive and supportive rather than punitive. Growth and alignment naturally follow through intentional evaluation. This reflective practice strengthens the bond between love and purpose, ensuring that emotional connection, personal ambition, and shared objectives evolve coherently over time. Love aligned with purpose nurtures proactive encouragement, where both individuals actively celebrate effort, initiative, and innovation. It does not wait for success alone to offer validation, but recognizes diligence, courage, and intention as equally valuable. It fosters motivation, resilience, and emotional security by consistently acknowledging perseverance and progress, creating an environment where each person feels empowered to pursue ambitions without fear of neglect or dismissal. You feel inspired to take meaningful action, explore creativity, and expand your capabilities. Knowing that consistent support and recognition exist, confidence and emotional connection strengthen simultaneously. By integrating proactive encouragement, love reinforces purpose, fostering growth, achievement, and sustained relational fulfillment in a balanced, intentional manner. Real love promotes shared problem solving, viewing challenges as opportunities to strengthen collaboration, innovation, and understanding. It encourages dialogue, critical thinking, and flexibility rather than dominance, criticism, or avoidance. It fosters a sense of teamwork, where each person's perspective, skills, and insight contribute to solutions. Emotional support is combined with practical engagement, allowing both individuals to navigate difficulties effectively. You feel capable of tackling obstacles together, confident that your efforts are valued and your partner contributes thoughtfully to outcomes. Emotional trust deepens and relational resilience is reinforced. This collaborative problem-solving ensures love remains aligned with purpose, enabling growth, stability, and connection to thrive, even in complex circumstances. Genuine love encourages long-term foresight, balancing immediate desires with strategic consideration of the future. It recognizes that impulsive decisions can undermine both personal and shared objectives, emphasizing planning, insight, and responsible action. It supports discussions about goals, responsibilities, and priorities, ensuring that both individuals' ambitions are coordinated and mutually reinforcing. Thoughtful decision-making strengthens trust, clarity, and commitment. You feel secure pursuing objectives, confident that your partnership aligns with both short-term fulfillment and long-term vision. Motivation, satisfaction, and relational security grow concurrently. By prioritizing foresight, love ensures alignment with purpose, creating a stable foundation for both emotional connection and achievement over time. Love aligned with purpose fosters recognition of individuality, celebrating personal strengths, unique perspectives, and distinct ambitions. It does not seek to change or suppress personal identity, but encourages authenticity while integrating shared objectives. It emphasizes respect for personal choices, independence, and self-expression, allowing both individuals to flourish individually while remaining emotionally connected. Recognition and appreciation of uniqueness strengthen trust and intimacy. You feel empowered to embrace your distinct qualities and talents, confident that your partner values authenticity and contributes to shared growth without demanding conformity. Emotional fulfillment is enhanced naturally. This focus on individuality ensures that love complements purpose, creating a partnership where authenticity, ambition, and shared vision coexist harmoniously. Real love nurtures emotional balance, avoiding extremes of idealization or criticism. It fosters stability, calmness, and thoughtful responsiveness, creating a safe space for open expression, learning, and connection. It emphasizes measured reactions, attentive listening, and constructive engagement, reducing anxiety and conflict. Emotional equilibrium supports resilience, thoughtful decision-making, and sustainable partnership growth. You feel secure, expressing emotions freely, confident that balance will be maintained regardless of challenges or disagreements. Stability enhances trust, intimacy, and long-term relational satisfaction. By promoting emotional balance, love ensures alignment with purpose, supporting growth, collaboration, and fulfillment without unnecessary tension or volatility. Genuine love encourages active engagement in shared learning and experiences, fostering curiosity, exploration, and skill development. It recognizes that growth is enhanced when knowledge and insight are shared and applied collaboratively. It emphasizes experimentation, reflection, and mutual feedback, cultivating a culture of continuous development and deepening connection. Growth becomes a joint venture, strengthening both confidence and emotional intimacy. You feel inspired to learn, experiment, and pursue personal and shared goals, confident that curiosity and initiative are supported rather than discouraged. Motivation and relational cohesion strengthen naturally. This emphasis on shared learning aligns love with purpose, creating a partnership that supports intellectual, emotional, and practical growth over the long term. Love aligned with purpose emphasizes integrity and ethical alignment in all decisions and interactions. It values transparency, honesty, and accountability, creating trust and reinforcing stability within the relationship. It fosters consistent behavior that matches expressed values and commitments, reducing uncertainty and promoting confidence in both personal and shared objectives. Integrity becomes the foundation for meaningful collaboration and growth. You feel reassured that decisions and actions are principled, enhancing trust, clarity, and emotional security. Ethical consistency strengthens confidence and relational satisfaction. By prioritizing integrity, love supports purpose, ensuring that connection, personal growth, and shared ambitions develop in a coherent, trustworthy, and sustainable way. Love that aligns with purpose encourages mutual empowerment, where both individuals strengthen each other's confidence, skills, and abilities without creating dependency. It does not diminish autonomy or create imbalance, but fosters growth through support, guidance, and encouragement that respect individuality. It emphasizes shared responsibility for emotional, practical, and personal development, creating a partnership where both feel capable, respected, and motivated. Constructive feedback and consistent affirmation enhance trust and collaboration. You feel confident taking initiative and pursuing goals, knowing that your partner actively supports your progress while honoring your independence. Motivation, resilience, and relational satisfaction naturally increase. By fostering mutual empowerment, love aligns with purpose, cultivating a partnership where personal growth, shared goals, and emotional connection strengthen one another continuously. Genuine love promotes conscious communication, ensuring that words and actions convey clarity, respect, and intentionality. It avoids assumptions, misinterpretation, or passive-aggressive patterns, focusing instead on transparent, thoughtful interaction that reinforces understanding and trust. It emphasizes active listening, empathy, and responsiveness, creating an environment where both individuals feel truly heard and valued. Communication becomes a tool for connection, collaboration, and problem solving rather than conflict. You feel secure expressing your thoughts, ideas, and emotions, confident that dialogue will be interpreted accurately and responded to thoughtfully. Emotional intimacy deepens naturally through consistent, mindful engagement. This focus on conscious communication aligns love with purpose, fostering clarity, cooperation, and sustainable relational growth. Love aligned with purpose nurtures consistency in support and presence, recognizing that reliability builds trust, reduces anxiety, and strengthens emotional security. It prioritizes sustained effort over occasional grand gestures, creating a foundation for enduring connection. It emphasizes thoughtful attention to both practical and emotional needs, ensuring that each individual feels valued and reinforced through dependable actions. Stability enhances confidence and encourages long-term investment in growth. You feel reassured knowing that your partner is consistently supportive, present, and attentive, reducing uncertainty and reinforcing trust. Emotional energy can then focus on development and shared goals. By fostering consistent presence, love strengthens alignment with purpose, ensuring that both personal growth and relational fulfillment progress harmoniously. Real love encourages collaborative vision building, where both individuals contribute to defining shared goals, aspirations, and strategies. It does not prioritize one perspective over the other, but integrates insights, values, and ambitions into a cohesive direction. It fosters planning, discussion, and joint decision-making, creating a sense of alignment and shared purpose. Collaboration enhances accountability, clarity, and motivation, promoting cohesion in both daily interactions and long-term objectives. You feel empowered, participating in shaping a shared future, confident that your perspective is valued and integrated. Trust, motivation, and connection deepen naturally through collaboration. This collaborative approach ensures love remains aligned with purpose, creating a framework for growth, achievement, and meaningful connection over time. Genuine love emphasizes emotional literacy, where both individuals cultivate awareness of feelings, triggers, and responses. It does not dismiss or suppress emotions, but encourages understanding, reflection, and intentional expression to enhance connection. It fosters skillful navigation of complex emotional dynamics, encouraging empathy, patience, and constructive engagement. Emotional literacy reduces misunderstanding and strengthens trust, allowing both individuals to respond thoughtfully. You feel confident managing and expressing your emotions, knowing that they are respected and that responses will be thoughtful and supportive. Emotional resilience and intimacy grow naturally. By prioritizing emotional literacy, love aligns with purpose, ensuring that connection, growth, and relational stability develop in a coherent, intentional manner. Love aligned with purpose promotes strategic flexibility, recognizing that circumstances, goals, and personal growth evolve over time. It values adaptability while maintaining focus on long-term objectives, creating a balance between responsiveness and commitment. It encourages dialogue, collaboration, and reassessment of priorities, allowing both individuals to navigate change without compromising trust or alignment. Flexibility reinforces resilience and problem-solving capabilities. You feel confident adjusting plans or perspectives, knowing that your partnership can accommodate change thoughtfully and collaboratively. Stability and adaptability coexist, enhancing satisfaction and connection. By fostering strategic flexibility, love supports purpose, ensuring that growth, ambition, and emotional connection remain aligned despite life's uncertainties. Real love encourages accountability and reflection, where both individuals take ownership of actions, decisions, and their impact on the relationship. It does not rely on blame or punishment, but fosters self-awareness, growth, and constructive feedback. It emphasizes learning from experience, integrating insights into future decisions and behaviors to strengthen trust, clarity, and alignment. Accountability becomes a tool for development rather than judgment. You feel confident acknowledging your own mistakes and successes, knowing that growth is valued over perfection. Emotional security and relational resilience increase naturally. By promoting accountability, love reinforces alignment with purpose, fostering intentional, trustworthy, and sustainable personal and shared growth. Genuine love nurtures a sense of shared adventure and exploration, encouraging curiosity, innovation, and discovery, both personally and within the relationship. It does not stifle initiative or impose limits, but celebrates learning and experimentation as a pathway to growth. It emphasizes engagement, collaboration, and support, allowing both individuals to pursue new experiences, skills, and perspectives while deepening trust and connection. Exploration becomes a source of motivation and fulfillment. You feel inspired to take risks, try new approaches, and grow personally and collaboratively, knowing that curiosity and initiative are welcomed and supported. Confidence and connection flourish together. This shared sense of adventure aligns love with purpose, creating a dynamic environment where development, achievement, and emotional depth coexist harmoniously. Love aligned with purpose emphasizes long-term sustainability in emotional, practical, and relational practices. It values habits, decisions, and behaviors that create consistency, growth, and stability, rather than temporary satisfaction or reactive choices. It encourages foresight, intentional planning, and consistent effort, integrating both personal and shared objectives into a coherent framework. Sustainability reinforces trust, reduces conflict, and enhances confidence in the partnership. You feel assured that your efforts, decisions, and connection are building a stable foundation for the future, creating long-term security and fulfillment. Motivation and alignment are reinforced naturally. By prioritizing sustainability, love supports purpose, ensuring that personal development, relational harmony, and shared goals advance in balance and longevity. Love that aligns with purpose fosters emotional consistency, where responses are measured, reliable, and thoughtful, reducing anxiety and uncertainty. It recognizes that stability in interaction strengthens trust and reinforces a sense of security, which allows both individuals to pursue ambitions and shared goals confidently. It encourages measured communication, empathy, and patience, ensuring that both partners can express needs and concerns without fear of misinterpretation or overreaction. Consistent support becomes a natural aspect of daily interaction, building confidence and long-term trust. You feel reassured knowing that your partner's presence and responses are dependable, allowing you to focus on growth, collaboration, and personal development rather than managing unpredictability. Emotional stability strengthens relational satisfaction. This consistency ensures that love remains aligned with purpose, fostering enduring connection, intentional progress, and sustainable fulfillment across both personal and shared objectives. Genuine love encourages shared accountability, where both individuals actively participate in maintaining harmony, achieving goals, and supporting one another. It emphasizes responsibility without blame, promoting growth through mutual effort rather than fear or control. It fosters open dialogue, reflection on outcomes, and collaborative problem solving. Constructive feedback is exchanged thoughtfully, building confidence, clarity, and trust within the partnership. Growth is celebrated while lessons from setbacks are integrated effectively. You feel confident taking responsibility for your actions, knowing your partner approaches challenges with empathy and collaboration. Relational resilience and trust deepen naturally. By promoting shared accountability, love strengthens alignment with purpose, creating a partnership built on integrity, growth, and intentional support for both individuals' aspirations. Love aligned with purpose nurtures constructive curiosity, inspiring both individuals to explore ideas, perspectives, and experiences without fear of judgment. It values learning, discussion, and reflection as tools for personal and relational development. It encourages asking questions, seeking understanding, and expanding awareness collaboratively, creating a rich environment for insight, problem solving, and connection. Intellectual engagement becomes a form of emotional bonding. You feel motivated to explore, inquire, and expand your knowledge while sharing ideas confidently with your partner, knowing that curiosity is celebrated rather than discouraged. Connection strengthens as insight and exploration deepen. This curiosity fosters alignment between love and purpose, ensuring that both personal growth and partnership evolve together through thoughtful engagement, exploration, and shared learning. Real love promotes intentional prioritization, guiding both individuals to allocate attention, time, and energy toward meaningful goals while maintaining emotional balance. It does not tolerate neglect or distraction from responsibilities, but encourages deliberate focus and purposeful engagement. It supports coordination of personal and shared objectives, emphasizing planning, consistency, and reflection to ensure alignment in action and intention. Emotional reassurance accompanies practical guidance, creating a balanced dynamic. You feel confident directing your energy toward meaningful work and shared goals, knowing your partner values intentionality, focus, and responsibility. Productivity and relational satisfaction increase naturally. By emphasizing purposeful prioritization, love aligns with purpose, creating a stable and intentional foundation for growth, achievement, and emotional fulfillment. Genuine love encourages adaptive problem solving, teaching both individuals to approach challenges with flexibility, creativity, and collaboration. It recognizes that rigid thinking or blame undermines trust, whereas innovative approaches foster resilience and growth. It emphasizes joint evaluation of situations, leveraging each person's skills, perspectives, and insight to develop effective solutions. Emotional support is integrated with practical engagement, strengthening confidence and cohesion. You feel empowered to face challenges together, confident that your contributions are valued and your partner collaborates constructively. Emotional security and relational trust deepen as obstacles are navigated effectively. This adaptive problem solving ensures love remains aligned with purpose, allowing both personal development and shared progress to flourish harmoniously. Love aligned with purpose values continuous self-improvement, encouraging both individuals to cultivate skills, knowledge, and emotional awareness proactively. It does not settle for stagnation, but fosters growth and learning as natural components of connection. It emphasizes reflection, feedback, and deliberate practice, providing guidance and encouragement without imposing control. Personal development is supported and celebrated, reinforcing confidence and mutual respect. You feel motivated to grow and improve continuously, knowing that your efforts are supported and recognized. Emotional and practical growth strengthen the partnership dynamically. By prioritizing self-improvement, love ensures alignment with purpose, fostering growth, achievement, and meaningful connections simultaneously. Real love nurtures strategic flexibility in relationships, recognizing that circumstances, responsibilities, and priorities shift over time. It encourages reassessment, adaptation, and open communication to maintain alignment with both personal and shared goals. It emphasizes collaboration, problem solving, and consideration of long-term implications, allowing both individuals to remain connected while navigating change. Flexibility promotes resilience, emotional stability, and sustainable partnership growth. You feel confident adjusting plans, perspectives, or priorities, knowing that your partner supports thoughtful adaptation without compromising trust or commitment. Balance between stability and adaptability strengthens connection. This strategic flexibility ensures love complements purpose, maintaining harmony between growth, ambition, and emotional security. Genuine love emphasizes recognition of effort and intention rather than only outcomes, reinforcing motivation, confidence, and relational trust. It celebrates persistence, thoughtful action, and resilience, ensuring that both individuals feel valued for contribution as well as success. It fosters constructive reinforcement, acknowledgement, and appreciation, creating an environment where motivation, growth, and emotional connection flourish. Emotional engagement is maintained consistently through encouragement and support. You feel seen and valued for your dedication, knowing that your partner respects effort and intention as much as achievement. Emotional fulfillment and relational trust grow naturally. By prioritizing recognition of effort, love strengthens alignment with purpose, ensuring growth, collaboration, and shared satisfaction continue harmoniously. Love aligned with purpose encourages shared reflection on goals, progress, and values, fostering clarity, mutual understanding, and intentional growth. It does not allow assumptions or stagnation, but promotes dialogue and evaluation as tools for alignment and improvement. It emphasizes honest discussion, insight sharing, and constructive assessment, creating a framework where lessons from experience guide future actions. Reflection strengthens both trust and cohesion. You feel empowered to evaluate your path collaboratively, knowing that insight and feedback are exchanged respectfully and constructively. Decisions and growth are guided by awareness rather than habit or impulse. This reflective alignment ensures love complements purpose, cultivating intentional development, relational depth, and long-term harmony. Love that aligns with purpose fosters mutual inspiration, where both individuals motivate one another to pursue goals, develop skills, and explore opportunities. It does not rely on pressure or competition, but cultivates encouragement, affirmation, and shared enthusiasm. It emphasizes consistent support for personal and shared ambitions, celebrating progress and milestones along the way. Motivation becomes reciprocal, creating an environment of growth, confidence, and emotional engagement. You feel energized and confident pursuing meaningful objectives, knowing your partner genuinely supports your journey and celebrates your achievements. Emotional connection strengthens naturally through encouragement and shared excitement. By nurturing mutual inspiration, Love ensures alignment with purpose, fostering personal development, collaboration, and long-term relational satisfaction. Genuine love encourages active engagement in shared values, ensuring that actions, priorities, and goals reflect a common vision while respecting individuality. It prioritizes alignment of purpose over mere proximity or convenience. It fosters intentional discussion, planning, and decision-making to harmonize personal aspirations with the partnership's long-term objectives. Both individuals feel invested and empowered in shaping their shared path. You feel confident, contributing to a meaningful collective vision, knowing your perspective and efforts are respected and integrated. Trust, motivation, and clarity in the relationship are strengthened. This focus on shared values aligns love with purpose, ensuring that connection, personal growth, and relational fulfillment advance cohesively. Love aligned with purpose nurtures emotional intelligence, fostering awareness of feelings, triggers, and needs while promoting thoughtful responses. It encourages self-reflection and empathy, allowing both individuals to navigate complex emotions constructively. It emphasizes responsiveness, understanding, and emotional clarity, creating a safe space for expression and discussion without fear of judgment. Communication becomes both compassionate and effective. You feel understood, confident, expressing your emotions, and capable of interpreting your partner's feelings with accuracy and care. Emotional security and relational intimacy deepen naturally. By promoting emotional intelligence, love strengthens alignment with purpose, cultivating awareness, connection, and sustainable growth for both individuals. Real love promotes intentionality in time and energy management, guiding both individuals to focus on meaningful interaction, personal growth, and shared objectives. It does not waste effort on distractions or unaligned priorities, but ensures attention is directed thoughtfully. It supports balance between personal pursuits and relational engagement, fostering clarity, productivity, and satisfaction. Deliberate allocation of resources enhances confidence and trust. You feel empowered, managing responsibilities and goals, confident that your efforts are recognized and supported within a coherent framework. Emotional fulfillment and relational harmony grow naturally. This intentional approach ensures that love remains purpose-driven, creating stability, progress, and shared growth over the long term. Genuine love emphasizes collaborative learning, encouraging both individuals to explore ideas, gain knowledge, and develop skills together. It fosters intellectual curiosity and practical insight while reinforcing connection and shared growth. It values discussion, experimentation, and reflection as tools for personal and relational development. Engagement becomes a shared adventure, strengthening trust, motivation, and emotional intimacy. You feel inspired to explore new perspectives and experiences, confident that your partner supports curiosity and continuous growth. Connection deepens as collaboration fosters understanding and empowerment. By promoting collaborative learning, love aligns with purpose, ensuring that growth, achievement, and meaningful connection evolve in harmony. Love aligned with purpose cultivates balance between independence and interdependence, recognizing that sustainable connection requires both personal autonomy and emotional partnership. It respects boundaries while fostering shared responsibility and mutual support. It emphasizes constructive engagement, allowing each person to pursue ambitions without fear of neglect or imbalance. Collaboration and encouragement enhance confidence and relational security. You feel capable pursuing personal objectives while remaining deeply connected to your partner, confident that both independence and collaboration are honored. Emotional fulfillment and trust strengthen naturally. This focus on balanced interdependence ensures love supports purpose, creating harmony between self-development and relational growth. Real love fosters patience in emotional growth and decision-making, acknowledging that both individuals evolve at different rates. It avoids judgment or rushed expectations, providing space for reflection, learning, and gradual progress. It encourages understanding and supportive guidance, reinforcing trust and stability while allowing autonomy in personal development. Patience becomes a cornerstone for sustainable partnership growth. You feel safe taking time to evolve, confident that your partner respects your pace and supports growth without pressure or impatience. Emotional resilience and relational stability strengthen. By prioritizing patience, love aligns with purpose, fostering sustainable development, trust, and long-term fulfillment. Genuine love encourages proactive problem prevention, identifying potential challenges before they escalate and collaborating on strategies to address them. It emphasizes foresight, planning, and constructive communication rather than reactive conflict management. It fosters shared responsibility, thoughtful dialogue, and flexibility, creating a foundation where challenges are opportunities for growth and connection. Emotional support and practical action are integrated seamlessly. You feel secure navigating difficulties, confident that your partnership is equipped to prevent or manage obstacles effectively. Trust, stability, and relational cohesion increase naturally. By promoting proactive problem prevention, love aligns with purpose, ensuring that both individuals achieve growth, stability, and meaningful connection. Love aligned with purpose emphasizes gratitude for effort, presence, and contribution, recognizing the value of intentional action and emotional investment. It fosters appreciation, acknowledgement, and affirmation, strengthening motivation and emotional attachment. It encourages reflection on both achievements and process, creating an environment where recognition becomes habitual rather than occasional. Emotional reinforcement enhances trust, resilience, and collaboration. You feel appreciated for your dedication and contribution, confident that your efforts are seen, valued, and celebrated. Emotional satisfaction and relational depth grow naturally. By cultivating gratitude, love reinforces purpose, creating a dynamic where personal growth, shared achievement, and relational harmony thrive together. Love that aligns with purpose nurtures mindful listening, where each individual actively engages in understanding the other's thoughts, emotions, and perspectives. It does not rely on assumption or superficial attention, but prioritizes genuine curiosity, patience, and empathy. It emphasizes reflection, validation, and thoughtful response, creating a safe environment where dialogue fosters clarity, trust, and emotional intimacy. Listening becomes a tool for growth rather than mere communication. You feel valued and understood, confident that your voice matters and your emotions are honored. Emotional connection deepens naturally as attentiveness and care are consistent. By fostering mindful listening, love strengthens alignment with purpose, ensuring relational depth, mutual understanding, and sustainable emotional growth. Genuine love encourages celebration of differences, recognizing that individuality enriches partnership rather than threatening it. It embraces diverse strengths, perspectives, and styles as opportunities for learning, balance, and collaboration. It fosters respect, acceptance, and constructive engagement, creating space for authentic expression while maintaining alignment with shared goals. Differences are leveraged to enhance insight and problem solving. You feel empowered to be yourself fully, confident that your uniqueness is valued and that your partner contributes complementarily rather than competitively. Connection and trust strengthen naturally. This emphasis on appreciating differences ensures love complements purpose, cultivating harmony, personal growth, and shared achievements simultaneously. Love aligned with purpose prioritizes intentional boundaries, recognizing that healthy limits promote emotional safety, respect, and sustainable partnership growth. It avoids overextension, enabling both individuals to thrive personally and collectively. It encourages mutual discussion, agreement, and adherence to boundaries, ensuring that autonomy, accountability, and relational integrity are preserved. Boundaries reinforce trust and consistency in interaction. You feel secure expressing needs and respecting limits, confident that balance and mutual consideration are maintained. Emotional stability and relational satisfaction grow naturally. By emphasizing boundaries, love aligns with purpose, fostering trust, autonomy, and harmonious connection over the long term. Real love promotes shared reflection on impact, values, and direction, encouraging both individuals to evaluate whether actions, goals, and priorities support long-term purpose and mutual fulfillment. It does not ignore misalignment, but addresses it with clarity, empathy, and intention. It fosters dialogue, collaborative reassessment, and course correction, ensuring that both individuals remain aligned and empowered to pursue growth individually and together. Insight becomes actionable. You feel confident that your relationship and personal path remain intentional, purposeful, and aligned with both shared and individual values. Emotional trust and clarity strengthen naturally. This reflective approach ensures love consistently supports purpose, creating a partnership that evolves thoughtfully, productively, and harmoniously. Genuine love encourages emotional generosity, where both individuals invest time, energy, and attention with care, patience, and authenticity. It does not demand reciprocity as a condition for connection, but fosters generosity as a natural aspect of growth and support. It emphasizes mindful actions, recognition, and responsiveness, creating an environment of mutual reinforcement, motivation, and emotional security. Giving becomes a form of strengthening trust and connection. You feel uplifted and supported, confident that your partner's emotional investment is genuine, thoughtful, and consistent. Relational satisfaction and emotional intimacy deepen organically. By prioritizing emotional generosity, love aligns with purpose, cultivating trust, growth, and sustainable connection. Love aligned with purpose fosters long-term vision, emphasizing clarity about goals, priorities, and shared objectives. It integrates emotional connection with practical planning, ensuring both personal and relational ambitions progress cohesively. It encourages open communication, deliberate action, and strategic collaboration, creating a partnership where growth, achievement, and fulfillment are intentional rather than accidental. You feel empowered, navigating life with a clear vision, confident that your partnership supports and reinforces purpose-driven progress. Motivation, trust, and clarity deepen naturally. By emphasizing long-term vision, love ensures alignment with purpose, sustaining growth, emotional security, and shared fulfillment. When love is genuine, it goes beyond fleeting attraction or temporary connection. It creates a framework where purpose, growth, and fulfillment coexist seamlessly. True love encourages reflection, empathy, patience, and shared vision, allowing both individuals to thrive personally while contributing meaningfully to the partnership. It nurtures trust, stability, and resilience, providing a foundation for emotional security, intentional growth, and long-term achievement. Challenges become opportunities, differences become strengths, and effort is consistently recognized and valued. You are empowered to pursue your personal and shared goals with clarity and confidence, knowing that love can be both nurturing and purposeful, balancing freedom with connection, ambition with compassion, and individuality with unity. Ultimately, when love aligns with purpose, it transforms relationships into spaces of mutual inspiration, collaboration, and enduring fulfillment, allowing you and your partner to build a life that is meaningful, intentional, and profoundly connected.